Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for an Arsenal watch-along for once, for the first time in, 4 weeks. Sorry, but yeah, sorry about the hair, but it is what it is. My guests are Richard and Sam. They will be joining me soon. So until then, you've just got my ugly mug until then. But in a minute, we're just going to go through the lineups. And let's get them up now. Liverpool out of 2, Liverpool gone full strength, as you'd expect. But yeah, a few surprises then, a few things that I did call for the Arsenal side of it. But we'll get into the lineups first. Right, we have Emi Martinez staying in goal, retaining number 1 spot by the looks of it. Touchwood. Hopefully the reports that the Oracle put out is a load of crap and a load of rubbish. With a back. Oh, here we go. Here's Sam as well. I'll just go for the lineups. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah. As I was saying, just before I touched on the lineups, it was saying that Liverpool, out of 2, Liverpool gone full strength and we've gone like hit and miss all over the place. Sort of
the hell are we doing? Yeah, what the hell are we doing? Basically, yeah.
Yeah, we know one person won't be happy with the formation. I'm happy. I'm fine with it. It's just I know a certain person we know won't be happy. He'll be kicking off as we speak.
Yeah.
Oh, and here comes Richard. How you doing, Richard?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I was just saying the same because Sam just joined as well. And I was just saying, literally, out of 2, Liverpool gone. I'm not talking more serious. They've gone more. They've gone like starting 11 like you would expect in a Premier League game, like something competitive, and we've just gone like hit and miss here, there, and everywhere. But there's players you'd expect, players we wouldn't expect.
To be fair, I just think that this is the strongest team we've probably got available. That's the problem we've got.
Well,
because a few players are still quarantined, apparently.
Well, that's what I was going to say. My questions are: where's Pepe? Where's Lacazette?
They're quarantining, apparently.
Then why was Liverpool? Okay, that's the case. Why is the Liverpool's entire squad they had to fly out to a country that was in the one of the zones to be coming back into quarantine? Why were they allowed to pass? Because their pass was because they've got to play it Saturday. Our players had to play this weekend. They didn't get a pass.
The thing was that they said Martinez was having to quarantine and he's playing, so I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I was just saying. Literally, it looks like he's to take. I'm hoping by the looks of it, the bullshit women from the Oracle. As I say, bullshit because I don't want us to sell him Martinez, especially for 20 mil. That's stupid.
How can we sell him for 20 mil? He showed he's worth a lot more than that. Surely.
I know. This is what David Ornstein's put out in the what's the name, the Athletic bollocks that he does. That basically Raul set a 20 million tag on him, and we're trying to get more, but because Raul put 20 million tag before he left, it's apparently very hard.
Yeah, but I mean, what you got to remember is right. He's in 10 years. He's played 15, 20 games.
Yeah.
He's had a good few games at the end of the season, but does that make him worth more than 20, 25 million? I don't know if it does. Just on the fact that's all he's played in 10 years.
I think it comes down to more to the attributes that he's obviously he's adapted to his game, because obviously in them 10 years he wasn't what he is now. He's grown as a goalkeeper, and arguably at Arsenal in all aspects of what we're looking for from a goalkeeper at the moment, our best option is a goalkeeper.
Lewis hasn't seen the teams, has he? Look, he's saying we're going to win 2-1. He's not seen the teams.
Yeah.
I'd like to agree with you, Lewis, but you haven't seen our teams, though. Salim as well is going to win 3-2. He's not seen the team either.
This El Nenny's like a cockroach, isn't he? He just pops up. He just never goes, does he? I mean, where's he come from?
No. I think he's still trying to get him in the market, put him in the shop window. But I did say all this bollocks about Guendouzi's been given a second chance, not in the matchday squad. Maybe Ozil yet again.
No, that was obvious the other day. You could tell from his press conference that he didn't mean it. He was just what he's got to say. Is that everybody starts from scratch. It was obvious.
Well, that being said, even if he meant it, I wouldn't expect Guendouzi to be taking part in this game. I mean, he hasn't played for months. He wouldn't be match fit, so he wouldn't be playing this game at all.
It depends on how fit he's been keeping himself. If he's been doing a lot of stuff in between times, like some of the players. I mean, it was in videos of David Luiz, wasn't there, running every day where he was on holiday. some players have put the effort in. If he's put the effort in to keep fit, then he could potentially be fit to play. But I don't know. I mean, to be fair, no one's played, have they, for 4 weeks properly? So
No,
Yeah.
good overnight.
aren't they? I mean, Liverpool have had one more friendly than us, I think. But I mean, everybody's starting from scratch, really, in a way, aren't they?
Well,
But this team he's put out there, I mean, I just, like I said in a tweet earlier, I said you might as well just put out the under-23s. I mean, what's the point? What's the point of putting out that team? It's not the team he wants to play at all. There's players that he doesn't even want. Holding's going to go out on loan any day now.
Yeah, Holding's the one. I'm very surprised he didn't play Saliba instead of Holding when Holding's not even going to be playing for the season. It's just that was a crazy decision. There, I don't know what's gone on there. Saliba played 45 minutes the other day, looked all right, didn't he? Maybe he's going to play second half, I don't know, but that seems crazy. Yeah. Why would you play a player that's not going to be part of the team for the season in the friendly? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
If Maitland-Niles is going, if you're selling him, why is he playing him?
One, yeah.
Exactly, it's another one. Why is he there? You know, I understand some of the other players are there because of necessity through, you know, the likes of Lacazette and Pepe not being available and that, but still, I mean. They're players they're not players that are going to be playing this season from the start. So, you know, just, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a real mess today anyway. So we don't know what's gone on behind the scenes, really, because, I mean, it does seem a strange, some players that are missing, some players that are playing and not going to maybe be here. Even Martinez, if he's serious about selling Martinez, why didn't he play Leno when Leno played the other night? It doesn't it makes any sense. If we're literally selling those 3 players, El Neni we don't know yet. But to be fair, I suppose it's probably the best that we've got at the moment available. But certainly them other 3, if he's getting rid of them for the season or loaning them out, whatever, then I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense. But we'll see. We'll probably end up winning 3-0 now. Not with that midfield, we won't. No way. There's just no way.
Stranger things have happened. Let's be honest. We beat them back in April, didn't we?
How is El Neni and Xhaka gonna? I mean, where's the creativity? Where's the transition? Who's going to carry the ball forwards?
Well, nobody. We're going to have to get it wide, aren't we? Maybe
it's going to be direct, isn't it? It's going to be direct. It's going to be direct. It's going to be direct counter-attacking, isn't it? Getting in behind them like we did last time, probably.
I think, it would have made more sense to play Willock alongside either El Neni or Xhaka. Then you've got someone that does push forward a bit more.
And then you've got Saka out right again. Saka's not so good out right. I don't get it. Why are we putting...
And then Nelson's on the bench.
Why are we putting square pegs in round holes again? I can't wrap my head around these things. He does sometimes, Arteta. I don't get it.
That seems strange, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Arteta maybe... I don't know, maybe he knows more than we think. I don't
know. But yeah, as I said, it started off well, and obviously, as we've touched on them now. Apart from the 3 players you've mentioned, it's not a bad lineup. It's just in the circumstances that we've been given, which again I find bizarre. Then why did they not no one do their checks to make sure? Because they knew the date was in place when they won the FA Cup a few weeks ago. Why did they not make sure?
It does look like it's disorganised, doesn't it? It really does. It's like no one's done any forward planning here.
Well, it's not that.
To me, it's like they're treated like a friendly, aren't they? Normal friendly. We get all season, what we've done before, and like we play every year, and it's almost like that's what this is. It's just a friendly, which I suppose it is technically because it is pre-season, isn't it?
I mean, also, what my point is maybe these countries that likes of Lacazette and Pepe and whoever Willian have gone weren't initially in that list. And maybe over time, but as soon as that happens, maybe why aren't they breaking their neck to get back before they then have to quarantine?
Yeah, again, it's the planning behind it. I don't see it, but anyway, so it is what it is. We just have to make the best out of it, and unfortunately, with that central midfield there, it's worrying me, that central midfield.
Same here, but again, as I said just a few minutes ago, stranger things have happened in football, and again,
well, if we can counter-attack well, well directly, and we get into Aubameyang and we get into Saka and we maybe create some chances, then we could probably win. But I don't know. It's going to be hard. I'm looking at their team, and I mean, it's they've got Milner back. He's decent, isn't he? It's they've got a pretty strong lineup, haven't they? Really, when you look at it, I think it's just about their entire. It's just about their entire first team, apart from maybe Milner instead of Henderson, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, BT are currently now talking about Gabriel, even though we haven't officially announced it yet. But again, if they're talking about it, it's got to be done. But why aren't we not announcing it? We've seen today, this morning, Leeds United announced their striker of something from the Valencia, Rodrigo.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the drag on, really?
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, the transfers, we never know what goes on, you know. It doesn't mean they're not happening. There might be loads of stuff going on behind the scenes we don't know about.
I'm not saying
they'll get announced when they get announced, won't they? Let's face it, even if Gabriel had signed, he probably wouldn't have played today. Willian's not played today, and we've signed him weeks ago. So
that's another one. William Saliba on the bench. I would have liked to see him have a run out today.
He'll probably come on second half, I would think, probably. Or...
I reckon he will, but I'm saying I would have liked him to straight.
Yeah, of course.
Because as we know, we've got a couple of weeks, and as it stands, unless we're told different, our next game is Fulham away.
If there's a couple of weeks in between, I'm guessing we're going to have at least one friendly.
I was going to ask,
between there.
Does anyone know when the internationals are? Because obviously all these countries.
Next Saturday and the midweek after, I think.
So there's got to be a game at some point midweek then.
This week, yeah.
It's going to be. We'll probably play some local team, won't we? Because it's all local now, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. More likely. Hence why MK Don's the other day, because he's in the country. Unlike Liverpool, who had to go abroad apparently.
Yeah.
And realise they're fucked up and go, government help us. Oh, you're Premier League champions. Sure, why not?
Here we go. Yeah, but the thing is, they're Premier League footballers, right? That's the same. It should be the same for everyone. Why?
Yeah.
You know, if they're going to be playing Premier League football, you know, surely they can pay for their own tests or something like that. You know, pay to get a test, and if you're clear, you can join. You know.
Talking of tests, some idiot on the street is obviously paid for a private test, but put our address down. He's not that person's name, but at our address. So it's arrived yesterday by Amazon. But we don't know where that person lives. So we've got their private test. I was like,
that's great. That's nice and secure, isn't it? That's good to hear.
I was like,
test it on the dog. Swap the dog and send it back and see what happens.
Oh God!
Your test came back irregular.
Yeah. Your dog's got coronavirus, so it needs to sell by for 14 days. Don't feed any like.
The good news is you don't have COVID. The bad news is you got rabies.
Oh, they're gonna die. Oh, dear. So before kick-off, obviously, it's an advert. So, well, I'm using BT up here, but so has your stance changed on how this is going to end for us? Do you think Liverpool will actually batter us then?
Well, the thing is, I don't know what kind of form Liverpool are in at the moment. I mean, they're obviously not going to be firing on all cylinders, but the team they got out there is their best team without Henderson. Basically, Henderson's the only guy missing. So, and you look at our team. For me, it doesn't look good, to be honest. I'm going to say maybe a 2-1 Liverpool win. I'm going to say based on that. I think I just can't see us with this team beating Liverpool. I'm not feeling good about it.
Also, it all depends on how Arteta gets that team motivated and that before we go out now, and how he's setting them up, and and things like that.
I'm not going to say it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's just looking at the lineups. I'm not feeling comfortable. Confident.
And obviously when the lineups came out, obviously Liverpool they're well to go, and we'll go, yeah. But again, stranger things have happened, and again, it's not, as you say, it's not impossible to get a result.
It's not impossible. No, of course not.
Both teams, as Richard said earlier, it's a glorified friendly. But at the end of the day, but both teams are using it to get ready for 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
By the way, we're kicking off the season, everyone. We're actually kicking off the season.
I mean, to be fair, you know, I'm not. I said this earlier in the week. It's not for me. This isn't any kind of about the new season, how either team's going to do, Liverpool or us. However we play today, however Liverpool play, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to have a good or bad season based on this game, does it? Because it is basically friendly. And I think we all need to understand that. Yes, it's unusual. The Community Shield is normally slightly more serious, and it's not this year because of the situation, isn't it? They're playing it 2 weeks before the season starts. No one's had any proper pre-season preparation. It's just a friendly, isn't it? And if we win, it'd be brilliant. It's another trophy. If we lose, it doesn't matter. I just want to see the team compete, really, because I think it's important that we can compete with a top team, even though Liverpool won't be on their top game, will they? They won't be bringing their top game today, even though they've got a full-strength team virtually, because they won't be prepared like everybody else because they've not played enough. You know, they've just got back off holiday like a week ago, like everyone else. So, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's a friendly, essentially. But if we can win, we can win. It's probably as good a time as any to play Liverpool or play anybody, isn't it? Because nobody's exactly settling into their rhythm yet, are they? So, you know, and Liverpool are a team that play with intensity. They won't have that intensity, certainly not for 90 minutes. They won't be ready for that. So, if we dig in and work hard, we might get a result, and you never know.
Plus, also, I think tactically, Arteta knows how to play Liverpool now. You know, we've been very effective the last couple of times we've played them.
Exactly, yeah.
If we stick to the same tactics, you know, we can get something out of it, probably.
Yeah, it can.
And you think the only real difference in the team generally is going to be is El Neni instead of Ceballos, really, isn't it? And you know, let's face it, Ceballos scored 2 goals all season. I'm not saying he didn't play well towards the end because he did. But, you know, El Neni is just as likely to score a goal as Ceballos was. El Neni's just as likely to he's probably a little bit more defensively sound, isn't he? Probably, than Ceballos. And in a game like this, that might not be necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, like the creativity, where is it going to come from? But maybe a set piece or like the league game, a mistake from Liverpool. You know, we've got the players who can punish them. So let's see what happens. I mean, it'd be nice to see us playing this new kit as well, because I think we're playing in that marble kit, aren't we?
Oh, God.
That'd be nice.
I was about to say, out of the teams, we've got the unlucky kit. I say unlucky kit, but as in the worst designed kit.
Yeah, we don't know if it's unlucky.
The worst designed kit out of the two teams.
I quite like it. I've got to be honest. I do quite like it. The more I've seen it, the more I like it. And if we win today, then I'll love it forever and I'll go and buy it.
Oh, of course.
And if we lose 4-0, I'll never look at it again.
It's cursed, basically. if we get thumped, it's cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it, but.
Oh dear.
Most sellers had his hair that cut. Look, it looks all pretty. Looks pretty trim, the fella.
Yeah, it seems all teams sort of do that. Whenever they win a major trophy, their team, the squad goes off and has haircuts. They have highlights in their hair and things like that, and come back like, what the fuck are you doing?
I wonder if Ceballos had his hair cut because he was looking a little bit overgrown. That might be where he is. That might be where he can't play because he's got to have his hair cut. It's taken him 2 weeks.
Cut your hair, son. Cut your hair.
Yeah.
Big up Cheddars in the chat. Our local Liverpool fan.
Well, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one. And then we got some sort of vetting process on the comments.
Well, one of my mods is on another channel. Another mod is out of family. So I don't know. I can obviously change that about it. If anything gets out of hand. Lewis, if you're still here, you're my new mod, by the way. The Everton fan, the neutral.
Well, he's not hardly neutral, is he, if he's an Everton fan?
That Ole Inca, I think, is that right back?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
He's looking, I tell you what, I was reading, you know that, I don't know if you guys follow that, is it Hoydiger or George Bird or whatever the guys who follows all the youth team stuff? I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. He follows the youth team religiously. He's done it for many years. He knows all the players and all that, and the under-23s as well. And he said that Ole Inca looks like a real good player, right back. You know, and I saw there were some clips of him of some stuff he's been doing for the under-23s. I'll tell you what, he did look good. I know it's all clips and everything, but he did look pretty good there at right back.
Well, you see, if we're really going to sell Maitland-Niles and we're really going to sell Bellerin, say, maybe he's got high hopes for him. We're going to stick him in.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that's why we're not, too worried about getting rid of them. You know.
Yeah, Possibly.
See, our strength is going to be that. Well, our opportunity that Nico Williams playing right back facing Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a joy there because I don't think he's particularly good, that Williams, is he? He's nowhere near as good as Trent, is he?
He's not Beale, no.
And he's not going to be as good going forward either. So I think we need to attack him more down that side, actually. I mean, I know Maitland-Niles is down here as well, isn't he? So we'll see how that works out. I don't think left side is his greatest for attacking, is it? He's been good defensively there. Oh, my stream has gone off. Oh, brilliant.
Just back kick up.
Oh, they're all on the knee now.
That's what, are they? They're still doing it, are they?
Right. Oh, yeah, I've been told they can do that for as long as they want now.
There we
Which
go.
is interesting. Right, it's connected. Banner.
Now we're off.
I'm a bit behind
We're
there.
off.
I thought I might be because my feet just went off, but never mind.
The manager of the year and with 4 pieces of silverware over the last year or so.
Oh, I quite like this kit actually. I'm liking it.
I tell you what, though, Holding the last game against Liverpool, Holding absolutely battered Mane, didn't he?
Yeah. And literally stood over him like, what?
Here continue to take the knee in support of the Black Lives Matter campaign.
Yeah, kicked off on my up as well.
Yeah, I've just kicked off now.
Underway here, they have
I'm 45 seconds in, lads.
I'm 34 seconds in. 35.
Training camp.
There they are, walking around looking like they will be macheted.
It's training.
Oh, Bellerin, come on.
4-1. You think Liverpool, Chris, might be just a little bit more ahead in their press.
That's
We've got
what
the
I
commentary from. Is it Richard's commentary we got there?
Games as well.
Oh, is that one?
I think so. Not mine. Mine was turned down.
3 days.
Oh, yeah, it's turned up again. Sorry, because I've just got a new stream. The other one I turned up.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to Bobby Savage, thank you.
I haven't got Robbie Savage on mine.
Well, the ball is round and it's kicked by 11 players, and it's pretty much what McManaman was saying, wasn't it, in his commentary.
Oh, no.
I'm liking this kit now. I've got to be honest, I like it. We need to win it now, though, to make it better.
What have you made of this backlash against Sky? Obviously, binning off Laetitia, Charlie Nicholas, and Phil Thompson.
I'm hoping that Sky go bust. I've got to be honest.
Mm.
Bring back Richard Keys and Andy Gray. Bring it back from exile in Qatar. They're in exile, aren't they, with beIN Sports?
Yeah, I want Sky to go bust actually, and BT. That'd be funny. Give football back to the fan. That's what I reckon.
After what they've done this week, yeah. The fact that they're basically doubling down and refusing to do what they did before and cover all the games between them.
Yeah, because they've lost too much money from it. That's why. That's all everyone cares about. That's why there's an international break next week when it's pre-season, because all they care about is money. They don't care about fans. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the sport. They just care about how much money they can make. As far as I'm concerned, Sky have absolutely killed football in the 25 years or 30 years where he's ever doing it. Absolutely.
Well, look at the price. I mean, look at if you want to see all the if you're a normal family on a normal wage, like a regular wage, regular income, and you want to see all the different sports and that, right? I mean, how much is that going to end up costing you a month now? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That would be a bit of a game changer, wouldn't it?
And as Russ says in the chat, Jeff Stenning's considering leaving as well because of it all. But I'm past the point now. Richard, I'm past. I don't care. And if you look at the pictures,
Soccer Saturday isn't for football fans, is it? Because it's for people that never go to games because they're there on a Saturday afternoon watching that. So I'm not bothered if they end it or not. I don't care. I never watch it. I never watch Sky anyway because I can't stand it. Never watch it.
Also, it's like if you look at the fixtures they've picked for the first 3 games, first three match days, sorry. All the big team. If you support a big team, as a fan, you're fine. If you support a mid-table to relegation sort of team, you ain't watching your team live. You've got to rely on match of the day.
Well, you are because you can watch streams at the end of the day. That's what it's all about.
I'm saying that legally wise,
it's not illegal, is it? Really?
Yeah.
They say
it is. They say it is.
That's not illegal either.
I was going to say, I mean, Jeff Sterling's okay. But I tell you what, apart from Matt Letizia, I think he's okay. The rest of them, I think, are shit. I don't like Charlie Nicholas. I don't like, what's his face, Phil Thompson. All he ever talks about is Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, literally.
I've never liked Soccer Saturday. I've watched it a couple of times. The reason why I don't like it is because it's like they're watching the games on telly, yeah, and then they shout out stuff that's happening. Just show us what's happening, or don't talk about it. I can't stand it. I want to see it or not bother at all. I don't want to see people watching it on telly. You know, I know that's what we're doing now.
Paul Merson's terrible.
But do you know what I mean? It's just like if you can show the game. Don't go, there's been a goal at the Emirates. Yeah, we know. We want to see it.
They're not allowed to. No, that's the thing, though, isn't it? They're not allowed to. It's to do the rights.
Isn't it? The rights. It's just that's what I mean. They just don't care about anything.
Yeah, it's that flea. What was it? A 3 o'clock blackout that obviously UEFA said they will lift.
Yeah,
UEFA said they'll lift it, but it's down to obviously every individual's broadcast channels to take it up, right? And they haven't yet.
Bring back Des Lynam, that's a good shout.
Better than going in again.
Yeah. I love Des Lynam. Alan Hansen as well, get him back. He was
Alan Hansen, yeah.
There's another Liverpool crazy.
Yeah, but he was all right, Alan Hansen. I used to quite like him. Lawrence, I couldn't stand him, but I thought Alan Hansen was all right.
Yeah, Alan Hansen, how he spoke about how he would break things down as well.
Yeah, I didn't mind Alan Hansen. I thought he was all right.
Yeah, he was okay, wasn't he?
Oh, dear.
Rob Mane in that league game, didn't he? Let's hope he does it again.
But the major kickoff over all that stuff that we've just been discussing is mainly because, according to the bookies, the favourites are to replace Enfield.
That's it, 1-0.
Mika Richards.
1-0, or is it offside?
There you
offside.
Go. Oh, it's offside.
It's Van Dijk initially from the free kick, but crossed in. He got to it, but he was offside. It's been ruled offside.
Oh, okay. Well, he had stitches as well by the looks of it from his cut the other day.
Yeah.
Old Van Dijk. Oh, he's way offside.
I've not seen it yet.
I think they're just doing a quick VAR review.
Of course they are. It's offside, but we must give it. It's Liverpool.
No, it's confirmed offside.
Good. Oh dear. What a different referee today. Yay. He's 10.
Who's the best referee now in England? I mean, we're complaining about all these referees. Is any of them good now? Or I mean, we used to have a couple of decent ones years ago, didn't we?
We used to, but they all retired or went. Or what was it? Clattenburg was the last decent one, but even he had issues. But since he ran off for the money, he's still refereeing in Qatar, I think it is now, but for money.
Yeah.
I don't think now any of our refs aren't very good, are they? The whole reason why we've needed VAR in the first place is because the referees are no good.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
We wouldn't need it, would we? If they got most things right.
I wouldn't mind, but the VAR, who's in charge, who has the final decision? A referee. So it's just like,
it should be an independent panel.
Referee that Man United game, isn't it? Mike Riley, isn't he in charge of it?
Should be an independent panel. That VAR should be an independent panel. It shouldn't be referees.
Yeah, Mike Riley runs the whole referee association side of it.
Because all they do is back each other up. That's what we were talking about before. Yeah. And I mean, they're just covering each other up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Absolute villains. It's like what should happen is the referees. It should be a lot more transparency after a game. The referee should face the media and explain their decision. If it was a controversial decision that they've given, they should have to explain it afterwards. Why should they just be able to sneak away and not have to talk about it when it's cost the team maybe a goal or a point? They should come out and explain why they go, and then maybe people will understand. Oh, well, okay, I understand. Yeah, you got it wrong, but at least you can see why you might have got it wrong. But as it is now, they just get criticism because they just won't come out and speak because they're not allowed. I
think the only time I remember a referee actually coming out and doing that was, it's actually twice actually. Once for an Arsenal game, Arsenal away to Fulham in the 04-05 season. What was it?
When they gave the goal and then disallowed it, didn't they?
Disallowed it and all that. And he actually went on BBC, like Match of Day and all, and said, I initially thought it was a goal. I spoke to my linesman. We communicated, and then you broke it down.
They stopped the referee speaking after that, didn't they?
Yeah, and before that season, in the invincible season, Man United versus Newcastle, I think it was Howard Webb. He basically there's a penalty. What should have been a penalty for Newcastle, blatant. Shearer gets taken out, weren't given, and obviously Howard Webb came out and come on Sky Sports afterwards, straight live, and said, "I didn't see it. If I'd seen it, I would have given it." But then obviously the linesman. Where was the linesman in that situation? Basically, what was he doing?
So I'd say the most useless refereeing position I've ever seen in football is that extra official they put along the goal line in the Champions League.
UEFA.
What the hell did they ever do? I mean, how many times did you see a blatant penalty right in front of them, and they couldn't even wait for that? I mean, what were they doing there?
Oh no, this was they had a magic stick that just wave every now and then.
They didn't do anything. I mean, that must have been the best paid job in the world. That, for what you do and how many minutes you do it.
Oh yeah.
The referees now, they're full time, aren't they? They're paid full time money, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they brought that in, they've got a lot worse. That tells you something, doesn't it?
That's true, because it's supposed to go the other way. Yeah, it's true. They're supposed to be professional now.
Yeah, they went professional and get a full time. It's a full time job from now. They've got worse. Every single one of them has. And
that's true. That's a good point.
The two things have got to be connected, haven't they? Because
Ellery, remember David Ellery? He was one of the well-respected referees. He was like one of the heads down at Eton, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even back in the early 2000s, the referees were part-time because they were doing this. They're either police officers and things like that, and teachers or whatever.
Yeah, one of them was a police officer. Who was it? One of the
Howard Webb.
Howard Webb was a police officer, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Ooh, Milner just had a chance there on a header. Cross in from the right. And everyone's just looking at him and not marking him.
Sounds about right with Arsenal, let's be honest. Oh, that's the same as a goal.
Looks like it was our goal by the way he's put them exclamation marks after it.
He must be ahead of me then. He must be ahead of me. Oh, lovely ball over from Saka.
Dilly-daddying by the looks of it. I don't know. I'm literally on 11.
Oh, what a goal from Aubameyang! Aubameyang, what a goal!
I'm a blood clot, yeah.
Lovely crossover from it's a lovely crossover from Saka from right out to left.
Oh.
And then he just knocks in from the left side of the 18-yard box.
Come on.
He'll be is he not now our top scoring player at Wembley alongside Sanchez?
Probably.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
This guy needs a contract today. Give him the contract today, for God's sake.
We've offered it to him. He seems to don't want to sign it.
Well, no, apparently it's still signed, but they're not announcing it, apparently.
Oh, Saka.
No, it's not signed. There's no way.
Not signed
yet. It
yet.
can't be signed. Because if it was signed, it would be announced, surely.
Aubameyang, what a goal, mate.
We say this, but what is it? Gabriel's been in the country since Monday morning. The earliest Monday, as we all know.
But the thing is, with transfers, we know with transfers there can be complications in terms of, agreements and things like that between third parties and things like that. But with Aubameyang, he's our player. If he sat down and signed a contract, we announce it. I don't see. Yeah. There's no reason to wait, is there?
Keep us on edge, isn't it? Keep us like. Is it happening? What's going on? I'd rather us get over the line now because obviously everything's gone off in Barcelona. I want it done now because he could be swayed otherwise.
But the thing is, he looks happy and he's playing well. So
look at that goal. Fucking hell!
It doesn't look like he's on his way out, does it?
Doesn't look like it, but you never know, do you?
Yeah. Again, we've said that about other players, and then look what happens.
Yeah.
I still think that part of it he's maybe waiting to see what activity we do transfer wise.
Yeah, maybe he's going to wait until the beginning of October.
Of course. 3 games in, I'm out of it. Bye.
I mean, he's still under contract till the end of the season, isn't he? So
yeah.
We don't have to get rid of him, do we? We can keep him till the end of the season. He'll just go for free next year.
that was kind of against the run of play, that goal, because they hadn't really had any chances to start testing the goalkeeper in that.
Well, I tell you, it was a perfect counter attack. It was a counter attack. It's what we do. It's what we've been doing against Liverpool.
Okay,
We played out quickly to the right wing to Saka, and then he crossed it over to the left, directly over to Aubameyang, and he whacked it in. It was a counter attack.
And again, this is something else Arteta's brought to the table since he's coming back in December. That having other options, not just playing one way. He's like, it ain't working out. Okay, we'll do this or we'll do that. There's more than one. There's more than play. There's a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Basically, it's playing the game now with Arteta.
Tell you what, though, if we win this game, it means we're going to win the Premier League, doesn't it? Clearly.
Oh, of course, yeah. You know what? We're going to do it unbeaten as well.
I'll tell you, there's going to be some fanboys out there who think, it's going to be possible, isn't there? Surely, if we beat Liverpool, that means you can win the league.
It's not impossible, is it? Leicester won the league the other year, and I think we've got a better squad and better team than what they had the year that they won it. They just got no injuries. They just got on a roll, didn't they?
Well, they had maximum luck on their side, didn't they? Everything just went their way, didn't it?
Yeah, and sometimes it happens, doesn't it? And there's no reason why it couldn't happen for us. I mean, who would have thought we'd win the FA Cup a few months ago? Nobody.
Well, I know you got to take into account the FA agenda. I mean, you got to.
Well, no, exactly. It's going to be harder for us to win it.
Just seeing that goal again on the highlights here.
It's a good goal, isn't it? It's a really good goal.
I actually think Eddie's doing quite well,
So far, touch wood.
I think he's doing all right, Elneny.
Yeah, Russ Morgan in the chat saying Rich is always positive.
Always positive.
We can't always be the likes of DT and all that. Have a moan about any and everything.
No, exactly. I think that's probably what it is. I watch a lot of channels on YouTube and that, and they always follow the negative view of everything. Whatever happens, they'll always take up the negative side of it when there's always a positive side of it as well, isn't there? And
what is it?
Seems to get ignored, and it just annoys me. I'm thinking, at the end of the day, not everything's great. I'm not saying everything's great, but at least try and look at the positives in everything that happens, rather than straight away. Like, we haven't announced Gabriel. Oh, we're not going to sign Gabriel. Then why are we always slow?
The meltdown. I know.
I don't care how long it takes. As long as we get him, that's what matters, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it takes until October the 2nd.
And they're playing that. As you just touched on, they're playing a narrative because because Chelsea are doing this. Chelsea are doing that.
Eddie Nketiah works hard, doesn't he? Go on, put Saka in. Go on, son. Oh, Eddie Nketiah, unlucky, son. This white kit's brilliant, isn't it?
There's the marble kit. It's a marble.
The marble kit. What a great move that was as well, What great football we played there.
Oh,
yeah.
Eddie Nketiah won the ball back early, didn't he? On the halfway line.
Save. Did he save that?
Yeah. He saved it. Alisson saved it. Yeah, saved it.
Going in the corner there.
Got me. I love seeing Saka in the number 7. By the way.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? Yeah.
And the right hand side as well. I know he's left footed in that, but another great ball. He set up the goal. He just set up that chance.
He crossed it over to Aubameyang. He's got the assist with Aubameyang.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's brilliant. That's a Saka, isn't he? Absolutely brilliant.
But
he's not good enough to get picked for England, though, is he?
Oh, of course not. Don't be silly. Under 21, but not the English squad. Don't be silly. Not a Tottenham player. Southgate doesn't want Arsenal players.
He'd rather pick a Leeds player who's played 0 minutes in the Premier League ever in his whole life. He's obviously a much better option.
He'd rather pick a potential convict.
He's not even a potential convict. He is a convict.
Oh God!
Who was on trial at the time of the squad being announced?
Yeah,
the thing is, though,
the squad because he got found guilty.
The thing is, though, you can, of course, with these, it is 100%. It's a lot of it's down to bias. Of course, it is from the manager's side and everything, and there's always been a bias towards Liverpool and Manchester, hasn't there? Always, always been Liverpool and Manchester bias for all the England managers.
Look at Mason Mount, right? Mason Mount got picked for England when he was playing for Derby in the Championship, right? Yeah. He got picked in the squad. He hadn't even played in the Premier League then, because he was a Chelsea player. Saka's had what 30 odd games last year in the Premier League, one of the top assist makers in the season, and he doesn't even get a look in. If he played for Chelsea, he'd have got picked in the England squad about 4 months ago.
Yeah, no, it's true. That bias is terrible at the England level.
Yeah.
Well, what was it?
I hope he says no. I'm going to go and play for Nigeria. I hope he does that because it will serve England right. They're going to miss out on a great player just because Southgate's an absolute clown. Clueless.
I think the bias goes back years and years. I mean, remember when Tony Adams was England captain going into the '98 World Cup?
Yeah.
And he got took off him. He got given to bloody Alan Shearer because Glenn Hoddle thought it would be better to have a goal scorer as captain.
Get more penalties or something.
Look at Ian Wright. How many times Ian Wright was left out of the? I mean,
I know.
Not given. I mean, he was in the squad, but never given the chance to start. Hardly, you know.
Look at some of the great players we had that hardly got many England caps. Rocastle got about 13. Alan Smith got about 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Players that won the league. Steve Bold. How many did he get? Hardly any. Nigel Winterburn. You know what I mean? And great England players. If they played for anyone else, they'd have got 50, 60 caps because they played for Arsenal. They didn't even get 20.
It's true.
There's another one. I mean, Lee Dixon. He didn't get many England caps.
Yeah, the only ones that really broke that mould and then got away from that somehow by some miracle was actually Colin David Seaman.
Tony Adams got about 80 caps, 70, 80 caps in there, but he got a few. Sol Campbell did as well, didn't they? Well, they weren't all at Arsenal, were they?
No.
He'd already been a regular in England before he joined Arsenal, didn't he? But there hasn't been many. How many young players that's come through Arsenal's academy, young English players that's played regularly in the team, won trophies, and hardly ever get looked at in England?
Oh, no.
I mean, Merson didn't even get that many games. Merson, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Merson was also not given many games.
No, Paul Davis. Paul Davis didn't even play once for England. You know? Paul Davis, one of the greatest English midfield players ever, never got one England cap. That's just a joke. I don't think Michael Thomas got that many either, did he?
No, I don't think so. No.
No, it's true. No.
Even Ray Parler.
Yeah, Ray Parler. Yeah. It's amazing. All the trophies that they've won, all them players, right? League titles they've won, cups they've won, all these things that they've won, and they never got picked.
Unless the players got in the squad ahead of them.
Yeah, and there you've got Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is literally the worst footballer I think I've ever seen. He's got no touch. He gets picked in English on regular. Why? Because he plays for Chelsea. No other reason. He's crap. Honestly, he wouldn't get picked for any other international side. Yeah. Any other serious international side, he wouldn't get picked for because he's terrible. Literally, he wouldn't even get my over 40s team. That's how crap he is.
If you watch the 2002 World Cup, our midfield against Argentina, Trevor Sinclair, who was at the time, end of his career, playing for West Ham, was in the England squad. Yeah. Ray Parler, as you said, Ray Parler things. I'm like, serious. It just does my head in, looking back now.
Russ has just said Dixon got 22 caps, but he should have got 50.
Still not enough. Still not enough.
Gary Neville got picked ahead of him every single time. I bet out of them 22 caps, I bet most of them were substitutes as well. I bet he didn't start many games because Neville got picked every week, didn't he? Every game.
I think teams just threw himself on it. I love Tierney.
Yeah.
I'm loving them all at the minute, even El Neni. I'm loving his hair as well.
Literally, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the ball's pinned about in the edge of the box. He just threw his whole body into the ball.
And Tierney's brilliant as well. This is a great goal. I mean, look at that. Right foot, bang, gets in.
And now we're just sitting. Now we're in a position where we can allow them to have the ball and do whatever they want with it and contain them for straight like we did at the Emirates.
What we did against Man City in the semi-final, wasn't it? Got an early-ish goal and then just sat back, let them have the ball and then got a second one on the break. We'll probably do it again, actually.
And
keep showing the ball.
And rather fittingly, he did the Wakanda celebration, didn't he, for Black Panther?
Oh yeah, I was hoping everyone was hoping he would do that.
He didn't have his mask with him. Actually, I thought he might have had that.
He gets a yellow card for that, so he didn't.
Oh yeah, so he might do that full time.
That's true. He does something. Actually,
he might do that full time or something. Then so it was, but yeah.
I'm glad he did that because that's a shame. Anyway, what happened there? Bloody hell.
So young as well, and literally no one, apart from other people he worked with, in the sense of like directors and the companies that he worked with, no one knew. He kept it so quiet.
Yeah.
And obviously, a few months ago, he was on Instagram. Apparently, he he lost a lot. You could tell he lost a lot of weight, and everyone just brushed it off apparently. And it was only now knowing what we know now, is like, oh bloody hell! It's fourth stage. He'd been fighting with the third, that stage 3 of it, and then the fourth came along and just
He's had it for like, what is it? He got his diagnosis 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years. That's stage 2. Yeah. He's been fighting.
So he's all the work he's been doing and everything. Yeah. You know, if you think about all the work he's been doing since then, it's incredible, isn't it?
And pretty fun on as well. Especially you look at the Black Panther, the actual Marvel, the Avenger films and things like that. How fun on they were.
Yeah.
And that's more kudos to him as well. Because I don't know many people have done that in that situation.
No, it's very well done, isn't it? It's just real. Got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Russ says Keown got 43 caps, which I was quite surprised about. But even then, that's not for some of Keown's caliber as well. His ilk, the sort of player he was. That's still not a good enough ratio. When you see the certain lots of Gareth Barry, and even Harry Maguire now, John Stones getting more caps than that. They're nowhere near his standard. And again, none of the defenders are anywhere near the standard. Shout out to the Arsenal Misfit as well. Hi guys, working today, so I will be checking in and out throughout the stream. So I see we're 1-0 up. My day is getting better.
Yeah, big up, Steve.
Yeah, bam of blood clot, yeah.
Thing is though, you think about back to the 90s, right? How many good English centre halves were there back in the 90s? There was loads, weren't there?
Yeah.
There were loads of real solid English centre halves, weren't there?
Yeah.
There's not anymore.
No, we had Ferdinand coming through the ranks into the early 2000s.
You think back in the 90s, players, good centre halves. Okay, so you think about all the teams. You got, apart from Arsenal, right? You got Steve Bruce, and you got Pallister. You got
Butcher as well.
Butcher, he was England, wasn't he? Obviously, and then you got Wright.
Yeah.
Liverpool's Righty I mean, there's just loads, isn't it? You can go through. I mean, a real solid centre halves.
You could literally go for the whole thing. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. Oh, Eddie again.
Yeah, just got too much underneath the ball there. Need to get over it.
We are looking good on the count.
Well, Eddie's done a good game, I reckon. He's doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, we are looking really good on the counter.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Touch wood.
Yeah. Yeah, then a bit later, then like you said, you had Ferdinand came through, you had Sol Campbell. Who else came through at that same time?
Yeah, Steve Bold as well for in the 90s as well.
Yeah, that's
Loads Arsenal, but still. I'm trying to think. Who was the pair in '98? Obviously had Adams, and I can't remember who else it was now.
Southgate, wasn't it? Because he missed a penalty.
Southgate,
yeah, he was a decent centre half, wasn't he? Yeah, Villa.
No, he's crap. I don't like him. He don't know what he's doing. He didn't know what he was doing as a player. He's crap as a manager.
I thought he was okay as a centre half, to be honest.
He's even worse as a manager.
As a manager, he hasn't been brilliant, but.
Well, no, he was at Middlesbrough, the club that he retired at, and got them relegated. Then the second in the Championship, he got sacked because Newcastle were first by a point, and then literally didn't work until the England job came along, like England at the end of 21s, and then the England job.
The England job is such a thankless job, though, isn't it? I mean, you think about that England job. I mean, look what they did to bloody. I mean, you're basically your private life and everything's all under scrutiny, isn't it?
Look
at Sven-Göran Eriksson, all what he had to go through and everything. I mean, okay, he wasn't a brilliant manager, but the guy's private life was dragged through the mud, wasn't it? I mean, what the hell has that got to do with being an England manager? What you do in your spare time? I mean,
Yeah, but that's just the tabloid journalist for you.
I know, it's disgusting, isn't it? That's why England has such a bad reputation for the, football journalism, isn't it? It's...
Oh, yeah. It's been again. It's been round time this week. What was it? A few months ago, they were digging into Sterling and all that for no reason whatsoever. Oh, he's got a gun tattoo. We're ripping from that, even though there's an emotional connection there. Not actually doing their research on that. He's black. He's
there's never any context.
Shame on him because of his colour of his skin. We've just
That's the thing. There's never ever any context.
But the thing is, he's done something good for his mum. No, we've got to slag him off though. Harry Maguire brings the country and his club into disrepute because of what his behaviour, no matter innocent or whatever. He's done stuff in the process that's brought him to disrepute. And yet, poor Harry. Well, if you want to do an interview and give your word across, sure, why not?
That just reminded me. That interview I saw him on BBC Sport the other day just reminded me of Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody lie so blatantly since Prince Andrew.
We didn't even apologise, did he? That's the thing. Maguire didn't even apologise. He's not sorry for what he did.
No, if I apologise, I admit I've done something wrong. No shit.
He clearly did try and bribe him, didn't he?
Oh, of course. Because when he was asked that, he actually stopped, had a think, and went, no. I'd never do that. Idiot.
I hope when he's going to appeal, isn't it? I hope he gets actually sent to prison when he loses his appeal.
That's the thing, because
actually appealing it when he's basically got a suspended sentence. He might have just took that and got on with his life. Instead, he wants to try and appeal it, and I hope that he loses and goes to prison. It'll serve him right.
That's the thing with Greek court as well. They're not happy with him as it is, and now he's done that. The prosecution are absolutely fuming. Now he's done, and the fact he's done the interview going, I'm not going to apologise. So the Greek court as well, they're going to be like, okay, you don't want to apologise. You've appealed this. We tried to get you off, so to speak, by giving you a suspended sentence. You know what? See that jail cell over there? You're in that for the next 2-3 years. No, suspended.
Yeah.
And he can't appeal it. He can't appeal it then because he's already appealed one. He can't keep appealing because he can't get his own way.
No. Serve him right. Oh.
My sister got drugged. So we got an Uber, by the way, and asked him to take us to the hospital. He took us to a police station. Outside the police station, we felt threatened by these men in clothes.
So we decided to try and bribe them.
Yeah, and beat them up in the process.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I feared for my life. Fuck off.
Yeah. The thing is, there's always
outside the police station.
Oh, come on! You got to be able to do better than that.
And
the thing is, it's always the English down in Greece or Spain, and it's always.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's always trouble, isn't it? I mean, why can't they just bloody not cause trouble for once? What is it with them and all the alcohol and the sun and all that? I mean, bloody just behave yourself, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, ridiculous.
What was that play? Amongst all this, we had that player from like the lower league saying the press have been saying that I'm Harry Maguire's brother, basically, and that's not the case. Of no relation to him. Amazing what not doing your research does to you, hey? And again, as Sam touched on, you don't do your research. It's just ridiculous. I mean, the guy had to go. It's a non-league player. He had to go out on social media and say, "I'm no relation to Harry Maguire. I was not there. It's not me." The media yet again got it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be related to Harry Maguire, so.
Well, you wouldn't admit it anyway, would you? So you probably is if you didn't want to admit it, did he?
Oh, good.
It would have been a lot hard. It's like, what was it? There's when Wayne Rooney was at Man United, there's a player. I don't think it was Adam. I think it was someone else called something. I can't remember what his name was now. Michael or something like that. He played for Macclesfield, but he was brother of Wayne. And they're literally the media just of their own backs for no reason. looked into things and found out, oh yeah, you've got a brother, oh he plays for this team, and there was no story behind why they did what they did. It was just bizarre.
Yeah.
If Maguire's appeal is turned down, what happens then on the 1st of January when Brexit is completed? Will he be able to play international football with a criminal record? He'd have a hard time getting into Canada. Yeah.
We never played Canada, though, really, so it probably won't really matter, will it?
Canada's national team in football is a pretty rare phenomenon, isn't it?
Personally, if he doesn't get the result he wants in this appeal, I think either way, the fact he's brought his country and they're coming to dispute he's to lose the captaincy of United and just never play for England again. But Southgate won't do that, and Ollie won't do that either for the captaincy side of things. Imagine we've done what or been accused of what he's been accused of.
Footballers get different roles in life, don't they?
Well, of course, that's what I'm saying. Literally, if one of us have gone to prison and done what he's been accused of, or been accused of what he's been accused of, we'll be coming back with no job. And
we wouldn't be coming back, would we? Because we'd be locked in prison for 6 months.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, we'd have a job. Yeah, of course you would. No, you can lose your job these days for saying that you don't want to wear a mask. So it's just how ridiculous it is.
Well, I went down the shops earlier and two lads forgot their masks, and one of them's like, "Oh fuck!" He grabbed his hoodie over his mouth. I hope this will be okay. And the other one's like, "Surely they won't kick us out if we say we've forgotten." I'm just like, you know.
I've never been asked once, you know. I know once actually, a security guard asked me once. That was it. It's the only time I've been asked.
Because the government.
The thing is, the shops can't enforce it, can they? That's the thing. They don't. No. It's not there.
Nobody can enforce it. Nobody can enforce it. If you read the advice, basically everybody could be exempt. Everybody could be exempt.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to enforce it.
And then this week, we've obviously got all the secondary school kids going back this week coming. Oh, you have to wear your boys going. You have to wear your masks like going to school and all that. I mean,
honestly, making kids wear that is actually cruel. But making kids socially distant from their friends, having, you know what I mean? That's just ridiculous. They're kids. Let them be kids go to school. They're going to get coughs and colds and get ill, aren't they?
Says all that, but once you're in a class, take it off. Then what was the point of them wearing it in the first place?
Well, there's no point anybody wearing it when we're going to realise that. When is the world going to wake up to the fact there's no point wearing it? I know,
but you know what I'm saying, as in, what was the point of him saying, well, you've got to go to school wearing it, you've got to be in a playground wearing it, or whatever.
Well, made me laugh today, right? We was in Morrison's, right? And obviously the cafe's open now. It wasn't open before, but it's open now. So there's a queue of people waiting to go in the cafe wearing masks, and as soon as they get there with their food, they can take them off. It's like, of course, coronavirus isn't gonna follow you now. You're eating your food. You know what I mean?
Well, what was it? A few months ago, back.
People don't think how stupid it is, and they think, oh yeah, that's fine. We'll just carry on doing it then, shall we?
Yeah. Well, a few months ago, my sister, just before, 3 weeks before, obviously football was shut down, and then about 2 weeks after, 2 weeks then before, about 5-6 weeks before the lockdown came into effect, my sister got ill. Well, nothing to do with COVID, by the way, just a bug that she got. They even made sure they have no sign of it, so they tested her. No, hasn't got the COVID. But she had to wear a mask. But this is in a hospital, by the way. Had to wear the mask, but at the same time had to drink water. They didn't give her a straw, so every time she had to go and drink water. What are you doing? What the fuck do you want me to do? I can't drink through the fucking thing. Keep hydrated. Okay, what are you doing? Doing what you're tasked. Get me a straw, and that fucking won't be a problem because I can then put the foot under it like that. It's just stupidity at all levels.
It is, yeah. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? Was it 9 people or something died yesterday? 9 people. You know what I mean? And everyone's carrying on like, you know, they're going to drop down dead tomorrow. I mean, you walk around the shop without a mask on, people look at you as though you're a leper. It's like, hang on a minute, there's nothing wrong with me. You know what I mean? You're an idiot wearing a mask. What are you wearing it for? There's nothing wrong with you. Idiots, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same. Robertson is getting past Bellerin time and time again.
Here he is, but we're defending well behind him now, aren't we?
Yeah, as a unit.
Bellerin's having a nightmare, to be honest. He's not looking good at all.
No, he's not. No, he's getting roasted a bit, but he's not fit, I don't think.
He doesn't look it either. I was about to say, he doesn't look fit.
No. Since he become a vegetarian, that's his problem.
The vegan life, literally, you say that.
He needs a good couple of steaks down him, then he'll be fine.
You say that it's around that time since he's gone to that style of life, that lifestyle. He's started to lose his pace. Then he had that big injury about 6 months later with the ACL. He's got slower because of the ACL, and he just doesn't. He does look a bit chunky as well compared to what he was before.
Or that corner he just took. Liverpool cheats, aren't they? We just
the linesman stands there and they allow him to get away, so they all do it now. Oh, what a block! Granit against Mane. Didn't actually.
Actually, Robertson's not a really nice person, is he? I don't like Robertson at all, actually.
Did you see it? Yeah, did you see that clip when they obviously played Burnley when the return of football came?
I don't like him, Robertson. He's a twat, isn't he? And Kieran Tierney's showing him the way how to behave as a professional Scottish professional footballer in England. Carrying his Tesco bag and all that. He's showing him the way, isn't he?
Yeah.
I did like that in the video. Obviously, the away kit video. The portrait, he's there holding what was meant to be a Tesco bag, but obviously it's branded in white. They can't actually put Tesco on there because Tesco is fucking down copyright. Idiots.
Tell you what, Saka's playing well and all.
Saka's playing well, yeah, he's doing good.
Looking sharp, isn't he? Looking sharp.
Looking good at number 7, as I said before.
Yeah.
Oh, Bellerin's getting the ball here now. So he's going to fuck it up. No, he actually managed it. Hey.
You know, when we've got the ball down, we play some good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, no one in there. That was a great cross. Whoever crossed that? It might have been in Ketia, actually. I think it was in Ketia. No, it was Maitland-Niles crossed it.
What's the other thing? Do you think the fact that he's played midweek and then he's playing today, Ainsley? Do you see us letting him go? Because he does seem to be part of.
Wolves have just sold Doherty, haven't they, to Spurs, right? So they now need a right wing back, and they've put a bid in for Maitland-Niles. They're going to obviously up their bid now, so I think he's going to go to Wolves, isn't he? I think he will.
It looks like it, doesn't it? He's surplus the requirements for Arteta, apparently. So,
well, from what I've heard, Arteta wants to get used to raise funds.
Yeah, he wants him as a utility player, though. That's the thing. He's only utility, and Maitland-Niles doesn't want to be utility. He wants to start games, doesn't he? So,
at the end of the day, he's just be grateful for what he's got.
You got to understand that when you play for Arsenal, if you're asked to play for Arsenal, whatever position you're asked to play, you've got to get on and do it, regardless, because you're playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, but if you as a football player, you want to start games and you want to play for England.
Or not.
Well, no, you do, yeah. And obviously, everyone wants to play in their strongest position, but if you're not good enough to get in above someone else in that position, then you've got to accept. If you're going to have to play somewhere else, you have to play somewhere else. Get on with it. And unfortunately, I think his attitude before. I know he seems to have knuckled down a bit more recently, and he's been playing pretty well. But
we
would have scored then probably if he wasn't offside. See what we played well in this first half, you know. It's like a Arteta masterclass again, isn't it?
We've got to keep switched on for the second half.
Oh, of course. Again, this is what I'm saying. No matter what team we sort of put out, Arteta does get the team going.
Just the tactics are working very well here.
No, and even in the second half, even if we lose this game in the second half, right, because we might run out of steam a little bit, right? If that's the case, once again, though, we've played a top team under Arteta and competed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not get rolled over like we did for so many years before. And to me, that's good enough. You know what I mean? Even if we don't win this game.
Exactly. That's all we ask for. Just to give you all, like, put a performance in. Don't just go spend the need, so to speak.
Just compete with them. You know, give them a game. So they come off the pitch, even if they beat us, they know they've had a game. And how many times have we played Liverpool and just got hammered? Do you know what I mean?
Goes up after one goal goes in. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we're not doing that now. This is another game against a big team that we haven't just capitulated. We've played well, and you know, if we can actually hold on in the second half, maybe get another goal, it'd be even better. But it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't always matter the results in these games. It's how well we can compete against a team like this for 90 minutes. We've had the better chances here. Oh, it's another great ball.
And also, this is looking good because obviously we've got to play Liverpool again in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
Start of the season, so behind closed doors as well.
Yeah. No. I must admit, I was quite excited about the season before, but having watched this first half, I'm even more excited now. We're not even ready. We've got half our team missing.
Got half a team missing. We haven't made all our signings either.
Saka put that ball in. What a great cross that was. I'll tell you, Saka's unbelievable. Honestly, Gareth Southgate, you're an idiot, mate. Honestly, you're an idiot.
Oh, he's Gareth Southgate something, but I can't say on air. The guy bottled it in '96 when we needed him to step up for once.
We'd have won that as well, you know. We'd have won that tournament if he hadn't done that.
We were looking so good that year, weren't we?
Did they? To be fair to him, no one else wanted it, so
we missed a few good chances as well, didn't we?
Oh, shit!
That game against Germany.
That one with Gascoigne, wasn't it? When he went with his wrong foot when it was across the face.
Yeah.
Golden goal. Any touch and we go through, don't we? Gutted that. That was unbelievable. There. But anyway, never mind. These things happen.
Bellerin just got done again.
Oh, there's another great ball from Saka. Oh, the kid's on fire. I wonder why he didn't play at the end of last season, you know, Saka. I wonder why he wasn't playing. Because he was playing well. He's played well in this game. What was going on there, do you reckon?
Maybe he just needed a rest. Maybe I'd say a fault to overuse him.
Yeah.
Burnout. Like we've had, because we say this. Look at Matteo when he came to Arsenal. Because he had a good few games. Unai Emery, one of the mistakes he made, never coached it, never brought him off and not used him in certain games, and then use him sparingly. It was literally, if you had a good game, right, I'm going to throw you in.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's literally, and then obviously we've seen he's got a bit of an ego about him. It's a half time, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, that was a good first half, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've just got to do a quick thing on my show for half time. I've got a live thing booked for. It's only going to take 2 minutes just to go over the first half, and then I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Do you want to give your channel a shout out so people can go over to yours as well then? And then obviously, they're coming back, but still.
Yeah, it's over and over and over again. I've got a live thing booked to do a half-time report on the game and one at full-time as well. I did one before the game as well when the teams were announced. So if anyone wants to nip over there in the next couple of minutes, I'll be just doing that now. And then I'll be back on here again for the second half. So, yeah, that'd be great. So I'll just do that now and then I'll be in a minute.
All right, see you in a minute, mate. The Arsenal Misfits Arsenal again. Bellerin just needs to go. Why is Cedric not playing?
He's had a terrible first half. Really bad first half.
I think it's more down to match fitness when it comes to Cedric, maybe because maybe they didn't. It seems like maybe they didn't all come back on the same day or something, and maybe that's the case. But he's on the bench, so worst case, I think he might come in at half time. Because as we've been touching on Bellerin, it's like.
Well, it's where they're attacking us.
Yeah.
He's down their left, down our right, and Robertson's getting past Bellerin and crossing the ball far too often.
I know you're trying to get some. I know we're trying to raise funds and get people in the shop in the shop window, so to speak. But at the same time, there's a time when this ain't the time. He's had his chance now. Get him off. Put Cedric on. Sort of assure things up, so to speak. I think we look more with Cedric. We're more solid. We play more solid as well. He doesn't drift out of position and look nostalgic all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not just against Liverpool today; it's against every opponent we play against him.
We had a couple of decent games, didn't he? Towards the end of last season, he sort of got a bit back into it, and now he's
the cup final. He's decent.
This game, he's just he's switched off again. He's just not there.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. It's not like a normal season. We haven't had a normal pre-season. Literally, we played 4 weeks ago today in a cup final, where he did pretty well in that final as well. There's no malice about it. He did really well in that final. It was part of the reason why we got the second
I'll
goal.
tell you what, I'd like to see that I'd like to see that Oli Inca given a chance, because I'd tell you what, he did look good on those videos I saw. I know that's only videos and under 23s and that, but still. Yeah. What I saw is he had pace. I mean, real pace. And he had a bit of as I say, he's got a bit of power as well. You know, you just can't just push him off the ball. I like that, and he had some good passes, and he had looked like he could link up well with the midfield with a lot of his passes. I'm quite excited about him.
Yeah, and again, they've got to play at some point, and there's no harm in playing him tonight or today. So
I'm looking forward. If he doesn't come on, he probably won't come on now because he's just. I doubt he'll be given a debut in a game like this. But I'd like to see him come on. I'd like to see him maybe for the League Cup or early round of the FA Cup or something like that. I'd like to see him this season. You know, do that.
Or even before that, get cameo goals in like the lesser games, so to speak, like substitute appearances here and there against the likes of Fulham away, West Ham at home, and things like that. Get the cameo here and then get his confidence up. So it comes to the League Cup and we actually do get to play in it. He's there like, okay, I'm pumped out. I want to take this to the next level, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And we've also got that. What's his name? Jules Smith, or whatever his name is.
John Jules.
John Jules, that's it. John Jules on the bench as well. He's supposed to be another good talent up front.
Yeah.
So let's see. I mean, that's why Greenwood. That's why, unfortunately, I had to go sign for Leeds.
Yeah. How is it up in Leeds? How's the medical?
I'll tell you what, Bamford's doing my bloody head in. I'll tell you what, what an idiot. He's doing my head in.
Oh, dear.
Bloody Cooper and Liam Cooper, what an idiot, honestly. Anyway, I mean, that aside, I mean, he's a big talent we got from Sunderland, and he wants to. I think he wants to start getting into first teams now, and obviously the route to the first team is a lot shorter at Leeds than it is with us. You know, I mean, he had literally. I mean, if you take away Lacazette. You know, if you think he's a central striker, right? So if you take away Lacazette, you've got Nketiah, either Balogun. I mean, he might be going as well now on loan or something. And then you've got John Jules, and you've got Aziz as well, or his name is also in the mix.
Yeah.
So you know, it's. You can understand why he wanted to go somewhere where the route to the first team was a bit shorter.
Big up Taïd in the chat as well.
Hey, Taïd, the Poonmeister. Where's my right mango, you git? Go and get it.
Oh, dear. Yes, yeah, really good first half. Better than what that mob over at Wembley, they're filming at Wembley. They're doing a live stream at Wembley. They're fucking hoping for. They're like, look at that, Pepe ain't playing. We're gonna lose 5-0 now. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, Rush Morgan. Sorry, I forgot about Martinelli. Martinelli up front as well, ahead of there's another one. So you basically got 4 players ahead of you in development. I mean, and you're 17 years old.
Yeah.
You know, getting on to 18. And then you want to start. I think you want to start looking at other clubs then, basically. So it makes sense. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye on him because not just because it's fun because the guy's got the same name as me, but the thing is, when he was bought from Sunderland, he came with a reputation. Apparently, he was been one of their better players for a long time up there in their academy, in the Sunderland academy. So you know, there's a lot of promise with him. I've seen again these clips. You know, you got to take it with a pinch of salt. All these. You know, these, what should we call them? These collages. What do you call them? Like these
compilations.
Compilation. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. These compilations of clips. You know, you got to take them with a pinch of salt. But I tell you what, I saw a compilation with him for the under-23s. And I tell you what, he had some good goals. He looked pretty good. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
I mean, obviously, as you did touch on as well, Rob Holding being rumoured to be going to Newcastle on loan for the season.
Apparently, he's going to Newcastle just for a loan.
No obligation to buy either.
No option to buy, just because I think, and you got, and again, it makes sense because it makes sense. I think it's a good move for several reasons. One, he's a player I think Arteta still has some faith in, and he wants to give him first team football at the Premier League level, so he can still develop, or at least get into that level where he should be.
Yeah.
And second, at the moment, because he's hardly been playing and all this what's been going on, he hasn't got any value. So if he plays well for Newcastle, at the end of the day, if we're not going to use him, he's got some resale value. He's going to be worth something, isn't he? If he has a good season for Newcastle, so it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
No, definitely. Oh, what's I've got you? Are you around tomorrow? Are you busy? No, 7 o'clock UK time.
What time are you talking about?
7 p.m. UK time. So
about look. That's 8 my time. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be available for that, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
That's what I've asked. That's all. Well, I've got you here.
Yeah.
Saves you chasing after later.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. But Sundays are a bit of a nightmare for me at the moment.
Right. Russ Morgan again in the chat saying Saka 94% pass completion, and he's not in the England squad. Do we really look over that again? we discussed who the idiot is and why he's an idiot.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's like there's always been that favouritism there. You see, with the various England managers, they had sort of their players they like to pick ahead of others, didn't they?
Hudson and Doyle barely touched the ball. He was in the squad.
Because again, the worst one though. I mean, you talk about the worst one. The worst one was by far.
I didn't catch that. He sort of jumped out of there. You there?
A bit lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit.
Well.
All right. This is interesting for a live stream again. Oh, thank you, StreamYard. How are you now? You still lagging?
I think I got you back there.
Yeah, you're back my end. Yeah, you're saying worst one. You're cutting out as you're saying the name.
I was thinking the worst one of that is was it Sven who included Theo, who literally played no football?
Yeah, literally. I know it was Super Cat. Yeah, Sven-Göran Eriksson for the 2006 World Cup. Literally didn't even touch a ball for Arsenal. Just signed for us in January of that year, and hadn't touched the ball at all in any competition at all. And because Wenger and him had a meeting, and he'd asked about Theo, because Wenger praised him. That was it. It's like, okay. And again, done all that, never used him. Took him all the way to 2006 to Germany. Took him to Germany World Cup. Never actually used him once. I was like, what was the point? At poor 16-year-old lad at the time, a lot of pressure's been put on him. The country's fucking microscopes on him because of that. And he's like, oh no, I won't use him at all. I was like, what was the point? You just wasted a fucking spot then. But then again, as we know now, he didn't get to many World Cups afterwards. I think one was due to injury, others were due to Capello being an idiot and choosing a fucking Aaron Lennon over Walcott at the last minute.
Yeah,
I'm like, are you for real? And Walcott at the time, Walcott was the one in form at the two.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know?
No, I remember everyone was just like, what the hell is this Sven thing? Walcott included in the World Cup squad.
I remember being at school.
And then he wasn't even used. That was the thing. There was a couple of games where it's like, okay, let's have some speed up front, and he didn't even bloody use him.
Could have used him in the. I think because I think we played Sweden in the last group game, so we had already qualified, so we could have used him in that game even as a little bit of a cameo. No, it's just absolutely bizarre.
Yeah.
But I remember being at school when I was at I was at school when the World Cup squad was being announced. And there's rumours of Walcott. Nothing was confirmed. It was just hit and miss rumours. But when it was confirmed, even as an Arsenal fan, we were like, okay, why?
Yeah. Why? Yeah, I remember.
What do they know that we don't? Again, automatically, as soon as he starts getting into the Arsenal team, and then further on, straight immediately after the World Cup, that's a lot of pressure on putting his career because of what's been done to him.
It just made no sense. And he was only, was it 17 then, wasn't it? It's just turned 17 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally just turned 17. He joined us when he was 16. And he's 17 in May, so he literally just turned 17 when he got the call up.
Not exactly a Michael Owen, though, was he?
Oh, no, but yeah. But then again, Michael Owen didn't exactly go on to have an amazing career in the end, did he? Had a good few
years. Well, he peaked too early, that's the problem.
Yeah,
he peaked too early.
Way too early. Got that.
He was. I mean, you think about it. He was 18, 19. You think about it. When he was 18, 19 years old, he was world class. He was world class. He was amazing. When he was fit and in form, 18, 19 years old, he was an amazing, amazing forward. And he could have probably got into any team in the world at that point. Literally, he could have. But then he peaked then, and then obviously getting on to 22, 23, then he was a bit past it. Then all the injuries started coming, and that was it, wasn't it? But at 18, he was at his best.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. As soon as you say, he peaked and he won the Ballon d'Or. About 19, 20.
Yeah.
The early 2000s. Again, from then on, from the Arsenal game on, the Arsenal away, when Arsenal played Liverpool away. It was that injury he got. His career just went.
Yeah.
He was never the same again. Went to Madrid. Then the following season goes to Madrid. Doesn't have the same. Again, doesn't kick on sort of thing. Turns into a sub. I mean, it got to a point where even the match day, the ones that did the match day kits and all that, even spelled his name wrong at one point. He called it. Was it Nemo on his neck?
Yeah. No, it's just one of those stories, how he and he said it himself, in several interviews. He peaked. He peaked very early. Sometimes it happens with players; they peak very early. Where other players, they peak at a more normal stage, in their 20s sometime. But he peaked very young.
Newcastle had the audacity to try and save his career and bring him back to England, and he complained about that later on in his career, like.
I bet Richard, because Richard's an expert on the Who Am I quiz. I don't know unless he heard who he was talking about. I bet he can guess who we're talking about based on what we've been saying.
I wasn't really listening, actually.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Got to have my half-time chocolate to pep me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's players to come out now. Milner's having a word in referee's ear as well. Marina's ear.
I've started. I've got the game on.
No, not started. No, the players will come out, but Milner's having a word.
Mine started. Mine has.
All right, but yeah, Milner's had a word in Marina's ear there.
Yes, that's it. Liverpool will get a penalty now, won't they?
You guys, honestly, Jesus Christ.
He wasn't happy about something because he wasn't exactly like laughing.
He didn't look very happy, did he? He was saying, "Come on, ref, give us a penalty. What are you doing?"
Yeah, I know we're not very nice.
It's not Bruno. It's not Bruno.
You must have been a disallowed for some reason, surely.
He's not Bruno. He's not going to get 15 penalties, is he?
Well, you say that. Look, when the season starts, who's going to be the team this year to get all the pens this year? I wonder.
It might be us actually, because we got 2 penalties the last 2 games of the last season, didn't we? Against Watford and in the FA Cup final. So if we get a penalty now, that'd be 3 games in a row. We'll be the new Man.
We'll do Man United for the new season. Well, hey, I'll take it as long as we get. If we score them all and we get top 4 or whatever we achieve this season.
Win the league.
Exactly.
You see, it's all right if we get the penalties, isn't it? It's okay then, isn't it, Ryan?
If they are actually penalties, though, only if they're actual penalties. Not when you're jumping in midair onto a defender's fucking ankle and falling over that ankle and came in a penalty.
True. That's true. That wasn't a penalty, yeah.
Things like that. then I would be a bit miffed if we did that.
All our penalties that we get are definite penalties. There's no doubt in history. It's been proven in history.
Yeah. We don't jump.
We've never had one iffy penalty ever.
No, not at all. Not even that Highbury.
No, never.
Remember that? Talking about stupid penalties. Remember that? Talking about being cocky as you can be. That stupid penalty Henry and Perez tried.
Yeah, against Man City. Yeah,
and then was it for whatever reason? I'm trying to think. Perez sort of half bottled it because he didn't want to do it. Said, no, we've done it.
Henry didn't move the ball, did he? That was why.
Yeah, because they sort of reversed it. Because obviously, who won the penalty? Was it Henry that won the penalty? And that's why they reversed it.
I just remember they completely fucked it up.
Henry didn't like taking penalties if he was fouled, did he? He didn't like taking them if it was him that was fouled for some reason.
Yeah, he had that mentality. That's why they switched at the last minute. Perez was like, but we haven't practiced it this way round though. And obviously, at the last second, literally, what? And scraped the ball with studs.
What was it? Was it Danny Mills?
Danny Mills broke Perez's face. You fucking
twat. He was right in his face, wasn't he? That was hilarious. That.
Going UF in this, UF in that. But a couple of years ago, I'm trying to think now, that would have been in Bergen to get. So the 2 seasons prior to that, in the Invincible season at Highbury, when he was at Middlesbrough, he was messing about the corner. Holt shot it up on. He was gone. Okay, show my leg round. Nutmegged him. He's like, what? Is that allowed, ref? Surely that's a foul, ref.
Yeah, he absolutely roasted it, didn't he?
Mark Darby, he hasn't been around for a long time, has he? Mark Darby, where has he been?
No, he's not. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate?
How you doing, Mark? Oh dear, good to see you back. But yeah, second half, and again, same old. And Liverpool got all the ball. There's having the ball. But we're defending it.
We expected this. It's just whether we can do what we did in the league game and hang on and possibly get a second goal.
Containing for straight, yeah.
But I mean, look at the difference in how we're playing against a big team again. To the last 2 or 3. Almost like we're a completely different lot of players.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Since Arteta's come in, we haven't just got a plan A. There's a plan B, C, D in every situation. No matter who the opponent is, there's plans in place.
Well, he's not afraid, is he? Arteta's not afraid to let the other team have the ball. Whereas we're not used to that, are we? Because if you remember, under Arsene Wenger in particular, we played a very possession-based game, didn't we? We mostly dominated, even against a big team, we dominated possession quite often. We just ended up conceding stupid goals. Whereas Arteta's quite happy, isn't he, to let the other team have the ball. He's quite happy to do that. And we've got a much better shape when we don't have the ball now. And you can see the difference it's made. You actually go into these games, and yes, I know today that the team, you looked at the team and you thought we might struggle here, but generally you're going into these games thinking we've got a chance. Whereas I can't remember the last time I went into playing the games against some of the big teams thinking, you know what, we might win this, or we've got a chance to win. And now that's what we're thinking, and that's brilliant.
The thing is, I think the way our team...
Go on, Saka.
Our team tactically and the way the players, the way they work, I think we're best at this lying deep and soaking up pressure and counter-attacking, but with direct passes.
But I think a lot of that's to do with the players that we've got, because we don't have much creativity in midfield. If the team's going to sit back against us like the lesser teams will, we are going to have no one to break them.
That's what I was just going to say. Our problem's going to be
break them down, are we? Whereas
I was just going to say our problem's going to be when we're the team that's going to be having the ball, we're going to struggle to break the other teams down, aren't we? That's what we're going to.
And it's no good us getting good results against the other sort of top sides if we're going to struggle to beat the lesser teams and drop points there because we haven't got the players to break them down. And that could be right.
But hopefully, touch wood.
With a shot, just curled wide. Actually,
hopefully in the next couple of weeks, though, one sec, we get the players in to help us with that that side of things.
Yeah, we need a little bit more creativity in midfield. Yeah, and then I think we can compete with Gordon.
Yeah, and obviously we haven't seen Willian play yet for Arsenal, so that could be.
Good cross.
Oh, Firmino,
Willian might be the answer. Exactly, he might be the player that's going to give us that extra spark against some of those weaker teams that come to the Emirates rather to sit deep and defend. And he might be able to break them down because that's what he's done for Chelsea, hasn't he, over the years? So
Yeah.
maybe he's going to be the answer. I think we need more than just him, though. I don't think we can rely on him for the whole season because he's not a young lad anymore. We do need.
He came close there for me, didn't he? It wasn't far off.
Yeah, it was a good effort actually. Cole just wide.
Again, we're looking on the counter. We're looking really good. Again,
we're playing good football when we get the ball. Yeah. It's actually really good.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, as we've touched on before the game, that Williams is being caught out a lot as well. He's out of position.
Yeah, exactly.
Aubameyang's just tearing apart for fun.
He's their weak link a little bit, isn't he?
Again, Aubameyang out left now, just crossing that ball in with his left foot. It doesn't work. He scores goals out there, but he could do so much more through the middle, I think.
Possibly. Problem is, though, he doesn't hold the ball up, does he? When you're playing with a centre forward in a front three, you need your centre player to be able to hold the ball up. And that's not Aubameyang's strength, is it? Not really. He's great at what he does, and maybe it just works where he is. Thierry Henry used to come down from the left-hand side, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was a whole different kettle of fish, wasn't he? I mean, he could.
Oh yeah, no, he was. He didn't play through the middle, though, did he? Really, he tended to play.
No, he liked to go out left because he liked the space out there. And he liked to cut in the middle where he could get the space. He could get the space he wanted. Then he could get in between players. But Aubameyang out left and getting the ball out left. What I see, he struggles a lot with, like the crossing and things like that. I mean, crossing with his left foot from out left, he's not doing it well. It's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, no, exactly, and unfortunately, that's the downside to it, really. But when he scores the goals he does in that position, it's like you can't really change.
Yeah, and that's when he cuts in on his right. That's when he cuts in on his right foot, isn't it? He can do it there when he cuts in.
Yeah.
We've got a corner on my stream, so let's have a look. And another corner, Liverpool, I think.
No, it's not a goal kick. Van Dijk anyway. Yeah. I thought he fouled him, then he actually. We look at the replay.
It's on his shirt. I was just seeing that now. I've seen the replay now. Yeah.
I think if he'd scored, I don't think it would have been given. Well, it shouldn't have been because he definitely fouled him.
I was about to say, never know.
Well, no, you never know with VA. Liverpool. You never know, yeah.
So you guys were getting the conspiracies in early this season.
Yeah.
We're mentally getting ready for the season already.
See, the good thing is actually, what's going to happen is if we win this game, Liverpool will be saying, "Oh, it's only a friendly. We're not bothered."
Oh, of course, but they've gone full strength and we're playing our weakened team.
It's another trophy that we've won. With the 5th trophy for Klopp this year or whatever. Go on, Aubameyang. I want a ball. Oh no, he's got. It wasn't quite the right ball to Saka. Aubameyang tried to put Saka in. He just wasn't quite the right ball.
But also, pundits need to critique Liverpool. If Liverpool lose this today, you've got to critique Klopp and Liverpool because they've gone full strength. We've got a half mixed team here compared to them.
And it'll be the second time in a row. Hang on, Mane's in.
Save.
Oh, save Martinez! What a save! What a save!
We can't let Martinez go. Cannot let him go. Give him first team football. Give him first team football.
You'd put your money on Mane score. Actually, I think he might have been offside, but anyway.
But either way, he's had to make the save either way.
Just you'd put your money on Mane scoring there, really, wouldn't you? But again, maybe with the help, maybe he's not quite as sharp yet as he might have been later in the season. Later on. Well, actually, he tried to fool him and put it in the near side, and he got his hand down. Great save, actually. Even better in the replay.
Again, if Emmy wants first team football, give Emmy first team football.
Well, I mean, he ain't doing nothing wrong. Over Leno, hasn't he? Because Leno's fit because he put the other day, so he's put him first choice.
Yeah.
And rightly so, because he deserved to stay first choice, really, didn't he? With how he played.
But if everyone believes what David Ornstein says, we pretty much won't have a squad by the start of the season, basically.
Didn't David Ornstein get sacked from the BBC though?
Yeah, but he's now doing a thing. He's now gone like Lone Rangers.
The Athletic, he works for now, doesn't he? Is it the Athletic?
Yeah, the Athletic. Yeah. with like Amy Lawrence and all
Playing it
that.
out brilliantly from the back, it's almost like watching Man City. It's unbelievable.
Oh.
You're going to book him, ref? Oh, he's booking James Milner. Good. Well done, ref. Don't take no shit off him. Oh, that was a dirty foul anyway.
We look so, and also with Martinez, we look so calm playing the ball around the back and all that. We don't look like, oh no, we're going to give the ball away at any moment, because Leno sometimes Leno holds on to the ball a bit too long.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's a terrible foul.
Oh, Cedric Suarez is coming on by the look of it.
That's like Bellerin,
I would imagine, because Bellerin's not really been that great, has he?
Yeah, logically you'd think Bellerin, but then you never know.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be Bellerin. Actually, Liverpool aren't playing particularly well here at all, which is quite good to see.
They haven't knocked the ball. We haven't, again, touched wood. Haven't done much with it.
No, they've been quite sloppy, actually.
I don't want to jinx anything. They come up, then suddenly turn things on and batter us.
Is that Ketia coming on for them as well? Ketia and Minamino. Minamino's not that good, is he? I'm not bothered about income. Yeah, Bellerin's going on.
He hasn't really done much since he's joined from like Salzburg or where it was.
Yeah, Bellerin's off 58 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see what Cedric Suarez is going to offer us now. Maybe he might shore it up a bit down that side.
That's what I was saying at half time to Sam. Literally, if someone like Cedric comes on for Bellerin, you're sort of he gives us more solidity in the back.
Yeah, hopefully he will. Yeah. They're bringing on two Liverpool. They're bringing on Ketia and Minamino.
Yeah. The question is coming from Master Heat. Why is Holding or Louise not marking VVD on corners, leaving El Nene to do it all in a mismatch? No, I have no idea.
It's marking, isn't it? I suppose that's what it is, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? You'd imagine Holding would be a better one to mark him.
Yeah.
Sort of height for height, really. Milner's gone off as well for Ketia. Williams went off for Minamino, so it's a bit more attacking from Liverpool now. Actually, they brought on a couple of attacking players.
They're going to try and put us under more pressure now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it does leave them maybe a little bit lighter at the back, so they're a bit more vulnerable to a counter attack, perhaps.
Should do. So
we'll see what happens anyway. I mean, it's up to them to try and take the game to us now anyway, because we got the goal. So
yeah.
I mean, apart from that one chance that Mane's had, that's pretty much all they've had in the game, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, again, the Arsenal message says, my cousin has Reading season tickets, and she could not believe Martinez was out on loan at Reading at the time. She said he literally saved him from relegation. They all wanted to keep him.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's done really well. We can't really, no one can say anything different because he's been brilliant. So, but we've got two good goalkeepers, haven't we? So we're lucky, really, because most teams don't have a decent second choice goalkeeper today, whereas we've got two first choice goalkeepers essentially now, which is great. As Aubameyang's got the ball down left hand side again. Let's see what he can do. He wants to cut in on his right foot. Actually, that's not a bad ball, but easily read by the defence. So he was looking for Nketiah, but it wasn't a great cross actually.
Cameras are focusing on Bruce now.
Crossing the ball's not Aubameyang's strength, is it?
Mm.
I think he got 1 assist last season, so
something like that.
Yeah, he needs to be in there finishing things off. That's where he's going to be more dangerous. So this is good because Liverpool have got the ball. Well, Firmino's coming really, really deep to get the ball, and he's all right to let him come there because he can't do no damage there on inside the centre circle. But we've got a good shape. When we don't have the ball, we've got such a good shape.
Mm. It looks organised though.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
We've shut down the spaces pretty well. There's not a lot of room for them to get through us. They haven't got through us apart from that one time when, say, Mane had that shot. And that's it. That's all the only time they've really got through us all game.
Pardon me.
See, they're trying again. Rob Holding again got a good little tackle in. What's he give there? Gomez is complaining about something, but I think it's a goal kick. Maitland-Niles defended well, actually.
Your video's just been processed, by the way, Richard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got notifications come on my screen here saying that obviously you just upload.
It was only like a 5-minute job anyway. Just it might get a few views. You never know. Keep going, get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing some different things here and there. Try and mix things up.
Was that? Don't give him a free kick for that, surely. No, good. I'll say, bloody hell.
The good thing about the stream I've got, there's no commentary. There's no fake crowd noise. There's no commentary, so it's just actually like watching the game.
Just like you're there, basically, yeah.
It's pretty good, actually. I quite enjoy it. You don't need commentary, do you? Why do you need commentary?
It doesn't. It is what it is. Oh dear.
You just don't need it. You don't need commentary.
You don't need commentary for BT anyway.
You don't need the co-commentator either. You definitely don't need him, especially if it's Robbie Savage or Michael Owen for that matter. Because he's terrible.
Oh dear.
So Xhaka tried to put Maitland-Niles in down the left-hand side, but the ball's too heavy, and Liverpool have cleared it, but we've almost won it back. Ketty has come on and charging around a bit actually. But then looks like he's got a bit of energy about him at the minute.
Yeah, he's suddenly grown into the game as well, Eddie, after about first 10-15 minutes of the first half.
I think Eddie's played all right, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he's done well, hasn't he?
Took a few minutes to get into it. Yeah.
Didn't he? He nearly got that goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It took a few minutes to get into the flow of things in the first half, but since then, he's really getting stuck in, getting involved in all that.
He's done well, yeah. To be fair, I think everyone's had a decent game, actually.
Yeah, so far.
You can't say anyone's been poor. I mean, Berwin was probably the weakest player in the game.
11, yeah.
I don't think that was his fault. He maybe didn't look quite fit enough. He didn't play the other night in that friendly, did he?
No.
He hasn't played at all. So I don't know whether that might have been why he's a little bit behind some of the others, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's because he smokes too much. That's his problem.
I was going to pop to the toilet.
Yeah, Russ Morgan as well saying Steve McManaman is the worst co-commentator.
Well, he's definitely one of the worst about
He's one of, yeah.
Yeah. He's got quite a lot of competition for that prize.
That's saying something.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Yeah, he's got a lot of competition, but yeah, he's probably one of the worst. Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't say a lot about BT and who they hire.
No. I mean, someone said the other day, I think it might have been Mike actually, was saying about ex-players tend to make very, very poor pundits. You know, maybe they need to get more fans to do it. I said to Mike, is he after a job like? But wouldn't be a bad job, would it?
It's part of the recruitment. No, that's why he knows so much on the quizzes. He knows who's in and who's out.
Yeah, maybe. I can't believe that Gabriel one when he said that Gabriel was given as an Arsenal player, he's still not even signed. Even Arteta.
It's like a week later still.
We need to take points off whoever got that one right, I reckon, whoever it was.
Russ is saying BT can hire Champagne Charlie now. Because obviously.
Oh, well, they can, yeah. And Matt Letizia.
Yeah.
Oh, Ketty just kicked in. Ketty kicked in Ketty in the chest.
Oh, that should be a red. It should be a red, but it won't be a red. It'll be.
No, I don't think he sort of meant it really, but.
No, but I'm saying in normal circumstances, if it was the other way around, so to speak, as well. Yeah, there's no intention.
Maitland-Niles got well again. He's had a good game, Maitland-Niles, you know.
Yes, look good, yeah.
And again, as you said that, Russ has put in the chat, Ainsley Maitland-Niles has come on so much since Arteta's been in charge. Because Arteta, as I've said, he's the first head coach we've had that's in a while now that's actually ruling with an iron fist, ain't taking no crap. If you've got a bad attitude, you're getting dropped.
It's not just
committed. You're not committed.
It's more about he's made his vision of what he wants clear to all the players. They all understand what's required of them. And the players that's buying into it, he's playing and picking. And the ones that haven't been, obviously they're the ones that aren't getting picked. And that's fair enough, isn't it?
Mm.
And they all look as though they know what they're doing, which is under Emery, nobody seemed to know what they were doing.
Wake up.
So you can see the difference is incredible, really, in such a short space of time. It's obviously it's all down to you look at Man City's success. It's clearly all down to Arteta, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then again, that's the same. Emery couldn't get his message across.
Well, no, he couldn't because I didn't understand what he said half the time. So God knows how the players did.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah.
Calm.
Save again, Martinez. Quite a comfortable save. Minamino. He's not the best player ever, is
Good
he?
evening.
Good evening.
Yes. First, I want to say, what was he always saying? Hello, good evening, or whatever it was. He always had to say hello. First, good evening.
Say that, yeah. Well, it was an afternoon, like good afternoon, or something like that. It was like,
Yeah, unfortunately, he was never the right choice, was he?
Nah.
And it was a shame because he's probably a nice guy, actually. He probably is a nice guy.
Yeah.
He was never the right.
He was in above his weight when he was boxing in a weight class too high for him, wasn't he?
Oh, Saka's shot deflected. There must be a corner.
Anyway, I got to head off now. Like I said, I got to do some work and that. So.
Oh, no worries.
So, good save there by Martin. This was a decent save. It was actually easier shot than it looked.
We've got a corner anyway at the other end, so we might get a second goal.
Yeah, you're in the future, you are.
I'm always ahead of the mate. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, I got to head off. So
no problem.
See you later. Take it easy, guys. Cheers. Bye.
All right. And
Let's see if we get a second goal. That'd be great. Alisson hasn't done particularly well there, actually. He punched it when he could. Oh, it's a free kick anyway. He was a bit under pressure, but he could have caught it. He went to punch it and it didn't really go very far. But anyway, he's got.
You notice that the water breaks are stopped now, by the way. There's no more water breaks.
No, well, we didn't. Wouldn't even water breaks. It's only freezing. I've actually got a heating on. I can't believe it. August, and I've got a heating on.
Oh no, it's ridiculous.
Mental. It's like this year, isn't it? April was like summer.
Yeah.
And August has been like autumn.
Yeah. 2020 has been a bastard.
It's been the craziest year ever, isn't it? Crazy.
Been on 21. Been on 2021. Can't be as worse as this.
It can't be any worse, can it? Jesus.
Touch wood.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Liverpool got a free kick now. Dangerous position out on the left-hand side. I think it's just going to be whipped in by Robertson.
Oh, I see. I've just seen it now. Yeah, as in the foul. The apparent foul, sorry.
A decent ball in, but it was Kieran Tierney just headed over the bar. He wasn't really challenged in the end. Virgil van Dijk kind of stood back on him. Didn't really put a challenge in. He's headed over the bar, so they got a corner, but we defended reasonably well from set pieces anyway. They had that one chance that Van Dijk had a header which he put wide, but I think that was a foul. But we defended them pretty well, actually, I think. So let's hope we can keep doing that for the next 20 minutes.
I do like the goalkeeping kit, like the Goldie shirt.
We just defended it again and well, got it out. Liverpool still got it, though. It's back with Robertson's going to swing it in, is he?
Of course he is.
No, he hasn't. He's played it back into the middle. Gomez. See, we're sitting on the edge of the box. We've got a nice line on the edge of the box. They're going wide, trying to get the ball in. Firmino's got it now. Puts it across, defended well again. I think that was Rob Holding. And now we've got it up to halfway line. Just brilliant defending again. I mean, Liverpool don't look, to be fair, Liverpool aren't playing maybe with the same intensity that they normally do. Because, understandably so. But having said that, we're defending really well. All of them across the line.
Yeah, also, they played a game. They played a game more than us as well.
Joe Willock's coming on by the look of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not quite sure who for yet.
I don't know.
I'm guessing it might be El Neni, possibly.
Yeah, possibly. But again, to be fair, El Neni actually had a bad game.
No, he's done well, but how sharp is he having not played much? That's the only issue.
Exactly. Yeah,
20 minutes. That's when your legs start going, isn't it? So, I mean, he's done well though, yeah. But I just got a feeling it might be him, possibly, because I can't see him taking Xhaka off and having Willock and El Neni as our midfield for the last 15 minutes.
No,
but we'll see. He hasn't made a sub yet, so
having his little bio drink before he comes on.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. See, Salah went through. Oh, they've just scored.
They've scored, have they?
Yeah, I think it was Minamino.
Oh, what did we say before he came on? he ain't no threat. He ain't done nothing to us.
He'd give it as well. I think we have a little protest. I think they've given it.
Penalty shootout, here we come.
A handball.
Was it handball?
Oh, no, it was a handball by Cedric, actually. And it fell to Minamino and he's just slotted it in.
So has it been given then?
It's been given, yeah. It looked like it could be a handball against Salah, but I think it looked like in the replay it came off Cedric's arm and it's just fell to Minamino and he's just slotted it in. So, yeah, I think it's going to be...
Here we go.
He's going to be given. I mean, he couldn't really miss his 6 yards out. Easy finish, really. Nothing Martinez could have done. I think he's got the VAR.
Okay, now.
I don't know what.
That's Salah. That's Salah because look, he puts his arm.
Yeah, they'd give the goal. There was no reason not to. I didn't think. Yeah, no handball. Yeah, well, it wasn't handball by Liverpool anyway. It looked more like it came off Cedric's arm, if anything.
Like of all the people that score as well, the one person we said he's done nothing since he's come to Liverpool. Nothing Martinez could do anyway, as he said. Literally, just making trying to
that 6 yards out with the whole goal to 8. He's just had to slot it in, really. It's just now how much legs we've got to hang on to this now, I think.
Yeah, because it goes straight penalties. We've
worked really hard. We've worked really hard to hold on to that goal, and now we've let it in. Can we dig deep? Liverpool have ramped it up with the pressure.
Yeah,
crossing down, Martin has done well. Yeah, Liverpool have ramped up the pressure a bit actually since, probably the last 10 minutes since they made the subs actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was Cedric's arm that come off actually, and he's just slotted it in. So yeah. But still enough time for us to get a goal back ourselves and get back in front.
Bobby's fitness walked through our midfield there. Good catch.
Yeah, we're giving the ball away a bit more now. We look a little bit tired, actually. I think you should maybe make a couple of subs just to keep people a bit fresher because we look like we look tired. A few of them out are looking a bit tired now. And if we're not careful, that might cost us.
Yeah, the passer's looking a bit lazy as well.
Yeah, I think we're just looking tired, actually. I think that's all it is. Put a lot of effort in for 70-odd minutes, and we've done well, and we just look like we're tiring. They've made a couple of subs, and it's freshened them up.
Yeah.
I just think we maybe need to make a couple of subs, maybe get Reece Nelson on. I know Willock was warming up. He's still not come on yet. But
yeah, still not come on, no.
I don't know whether or not maybe Reece Nelson maybe should come on. Oh, we nearly give it away there. I think that was a Xhaka inside his own penalty. I tried something a bit clever and nearly gave the ball straight to them.
15 minutes to go, by the way, if everyone that's watching.
Yeah, we're desperately hanging on, really, actually. But now we might have a chance to break, maybe. No, he's kicked it out. It looks like he's got cramp. He's making a sub now, I think. Kieran Tierney, actually. He gets a lot of cramp, doesn't he, Kieran Tierney? Do you think his diet's a bit wrong or what? I don't know. Maybe he eats too many sandwiches.
Maybe it goes back to the surgery he had last year as well. Maybe that's something linked into it.
Maybe, yeah. He seems to get cramp quite a lot, doesn't he? Or a chance. Was that a penalty?
To who?
To Liverpool. It's not.
And
then he challenged Minamino in a box and he went over, but I just think they just came together at the same time. He's play on anyway, so
Yeah.
he's not giving it. Liverpool still got the ball, but we've got it half clear. We've got it back again. We just can't get the ball out. That's our problem. We
Yeah.
just can't get it out.
Suddenly, because Liverpool got the momentum behind them now as well. Now
Yeah, we're hanging on. We look tired. I think he needs to make some subs. I
he
think that's
wants to. I was just seeing him go to the ref. He wants to make these subs.
Yeah, I think Reece Nelson needs to come on, maybe give us a little bit of momentum to go forward. I mean, it looks like Willock's still coming on, but he needs to do something because we look tired.
Pushing
And
things up, yeah.
we're hanging on a little bit. I mean, they're not having many chances, Liverpool. They've got a chance now. Robertson's run through, but he's blocked out. Holding again, done well. Holding back. Well, we've got a chance for a break on here, though. But we just not really going anywhere with it at the minute. Aubameyang's got it on the left, but he's played it back. We're back in just outside our own penalty area now. Well, at least we're keeping possession a little bit better. We're knocking it around between ourselves and our own half, not going anywhere with it, but at least it's taking the pressure off and giving us a bit of a breather, which I think we needed to do. I mean, to be fair, Liverpool aren't really, when we've got the ball, they're not pressing us at all. Now Rob Holding puts a long ball over the top. I don't know if he's offside. Is he second? No, he's onside. Or he slipped over. Robertson challenged him and he slipped over, but he looked like he might have been offside, but he wasn't given. Oh, Liverpool got a break on down there. Right hand side. But we've dealt with it. We're getting the ball clear. Again, we're passing it quite well around. We're just not looking forward enough. That's a foul, isn't it? No. Thought Eddie was fouled there, but it wasn't given. I think Gomez just got in front of him, mate. Or was it Kepi? Maybe?
Cover.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh dear! Right,
nothing much is happening at the minute. We just
literally, it's
we've had a little spell knocking the ball around. They're having a spell now knocking the ball around. No one's really penetrating anybody. It's a little bit dull, and I think tiredness is playing a part. I think they're tired as well, actually.
yeah.
So I don't think it's just us. I think that they're not pressing when we had the ball. We're not really pressing them particularly well. They're in their own half now, just knocking it around, and we're not pressing. It's almost like both teams settled for penalties, maybe.
Maybe.
Is that what's happened? We're getting two subs warmed up now. I think it might be Reece Nelson as well. Might be coming on.
Yeah, it is. I can see from my end. Yeah.
Yeah, so that it might freshen us up a little bit for the last 10 minutes, maybe. But if it is going to penalties, they maybe have to see who they're going to take off. Someone who's you don't take off someone who might score a penalty. That's the only thing, maybe.
You also say this to take off Aubameyang now.
Liverpool have got a chance. Oh no, it's cleared by El Nenny's done a good job shielding, but Liverpool just won it back again. Dangerous ball into the box. Mane's brought it down. Another save from Martinez, actually, from Mane.
Yeah. That's just saying that.
Wasn't a great finish, actually. It wasn't a great finish from Mane. He's not looked that sharp, actually. Martinez looks like
he's just got a winner now in the last seconds.
He took it down well, Mane, on his chest, actually. And then his touch off his knee was poor, and it gave Martinez the chance to save it. I mean, it's a lovely off his chest, actually. That's a great touch, that. And then the second touch off his knee was too heavy. And then it gave Martinez a chance to save it. That was probably a good chance for Liverpool, actually. In fact, if he could have squared it, I think it was Firmino would have had a tap in. Yeah. But he couldn't. He didn't. So, but he's made a couple of saves, Martinez. I think Saka's going off by the look of it.
Okay.
I think he faded a bit second half, but he played well. Willock's coming on, Nelson as well. Oh, Kolasinac is coming on as well.
Kolasinac as well, okay.
So Willock's on for Saka. Nketiah's gone off for Reece Nelson.
And Kolasinac will come on then
And
for.
Kolasinac coming on probably for Kieran Tierney maybe because he did have a crap. Yeah, Tierney's going off. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So they're the 3 subs. Liverpool made another sub as well. It looks like is that Jones that's just come on? That young lad for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, Jones has come on. I'm not sure who's gone off, but Kolasinac has just come on now as well. So he's going to go into the back 3, I would assume. I'm guessing Reece Nelson will go down the right where Saka was. And I don't know actually where. I suppose Willock will just show up the midfield maybe, unless he's going to play in a number 10 role, move Aubameyang into the centre maybe. Well, we'll see. There's only 8 minutes left anyway. So just a matter of maybe trying to see this out now. I don't think we're going to do too much to try and win it. I don't think we haven't done for the last 20 minutes, to be honest.
Oh, Firmino's gone off.
Oh, yeah, Firmino, Curtis Jones, yeah. So,
okay.
But yeah, I don't know what they're doing there. But anyway, I mean, I suppose they've still got 3 attackers: Mane, Minamino, and Salah, haven't they? So he didn't have much influence on the game, actually, Firmino, did he?
No, he's just doing the same old what he usually does, as in.
Oh, Willock's just won the ball back there. Aubameyang's got it. Oh, he was tackled, actually. That was a good tackle. Is that Nketiah? He's quite good, isn't he? Oh, no, it wasn't.
That'd be Katie, yeah.
Oh, Maitland-Niles did quite well, but he just ran the ball out. He should have crossed it maybe when he had the chance. But yeah, Katie, yeah, he's done quite well since he's come on. Actually, he's the sort of player we need, isn't he? A player like that. But I said, I think El Nenny's done well actually, sitting in front of the back 3. He's looked neat and tidy. He's got a lot of blocks in. He's read the game well, and he's done pretty well actually. I've been quite impressed with how he's played. He's not done nothing silly with the ball. He's just kept it moving, kept it simple. He hasn't tried to do anything clever.
No.
He's just done what he's had to do. So he's done well. Aubameyang now plays it through from Maitland-Niles. Don't know if he was offside. No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. He was offside. Yeah, he looked like he was. Maitland-Niles had a decent enough game, hasn't he?
I think the only one that's looked a bit worse for wear, so to speak, is Bellerin.
Yeah, but I don't
think that's under fitness as well.
I learned it last week, and he didn't play the other night, and he's suddenly come straight in. So he's maybe not quite up to the pace of it yet, is he? And I think that's shown. But he did okay, didn't he? But he looked the shakiest out of all of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
See, we're playing it out from the back and worked really well again, knocking it about. We all look comfortable on the ball. David Luiz just clipped one forward there to Aubameyang. We've got a throw in out of it.
You're going into the 85th minute, guys. So 5 minutes left plus a bit of injury time. As it stands, we're going to pens. As it stands.
But I think there'll be another chance in this game for somebody.
I think so as well.
Aubameyang's just want to pull back down the left-hand side. Maitland-Niles has made a good run into space. He's cut inside. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, it felt who was it? It felt to Reece Nelson. We've still got it with El Nenny. Reece Nelson's got it on the right now. Can he put a ball in? It's a great cross, actually. Tenner! Oh, just wide. Joe Willock with a head out. It was a good ball in, actually. He should have maybe done better there. I don't think headings is his strong point, is it, Joe Willock? And he couldn't get it on target. He's put it wide. That was a good chance, actually. It's the best chance we've had in the second half, I think.
Second half, yeah.
Cedric Suarez put a cross in. That's a great cross. Oh, he's got to do better there. He got in between the 2 defenders. Oh, he should have. He put it.
Oh,
wide.
yeah, come on, yeah.
Yeah, he should have done better there. That was a good opportunity, that actually. But anyway, it's the best chance we've had in the second half. And it's funny that he's brought the subs on, and suddenly we've looked a little bit more lively. We've actually attacked. We've got another chance here. Willock again. Got it out to Maitland-Niles. Oh, it was a poor cross, actually. There was two running in. Oh, it was Aubameyang. There was two running in, actually, and it wasn't a great cross from Maitland-Niles. Aubameyang couldn't get there. But we're actually attacking. We're doing all the attacking now. We're finishing strongly. Suarez again down the right. That cross isn't so good this time. It's over everyone. Maitland-Niles is trying to keep it in, but Gomez has seen it out. But we've certainly done more attacking in the last 5 minutes than we did the whole of the second half. We've got it back again. Xhaka's got it now. Maitland-Niles again down the left.
Again, this could be a ploy from Liverpool to go and get us on the counter as well.
But it could be. Or maybe we're just finishing slightly stronger.
Hoping there's a latter, as in.
I thought Liverpool was looking a bit tired, actually, before. So, maybe...
First legs have helped us out a bit.
Yeah, maybe they have. We've certainly looked stronger the last 5 minutes. So we've had two half-decent opportunities. I mean, Willock had a great chance, and then I think Maitland-Niles has been given man of the match.
Deserves it.
I think he's just been announced over this Tannoy.
I mean, I don't want to...
He's played well, so,
I think after all this, though, after the performance these lads have put into this afternoon, I don't want them to lose on penalties either. So if there's a chance of that happening, I'd rather share the trophy, for fuck's sake. do what they used to do years ago, share the thing. Apart from when it's Tottenham, of course.
Well, we might win on penalties, yeah. We
no.
in the League Cup on penalties, didn't we? You remember?
Yeah.
It was 5-5. But we'll see. I mean, I think a draw is a fair result, actually, if we're honest.
Yeah.
But we had the better in the first half. They've had the better in the second half. Although we've maybe finished the last 5 minutes strongly, last 5-10 minutes strongly. But I think the draw is probably a fair result if we're
honest. Yeah.
Got another chance here now. It's Willock down the left-hand side. Aubameyang on the edge of the box, running through. Oh, he was caught, was he? No. We've still got the ball. El Neni, that's a great pass, actually, to Willock. Can he keep it in? He needs to put a cross in. Oh, in at the near post.
Again.
Aubameyang coming at the near post, but he couldn't put it in. It's a goal kick. I think he wanted a corner. I think he just got in front of Van Dijk. El Neni, what a great pass that was to Willock down the left. I say Willock then puts it into the near post. Yeah, Aubameyang just got in front of Van Dijk, but it is a goal kick. Yeah, was that not really a good chance? He just got in front of him.
Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Yeah,
he just tried to flick it in there.
What should we do for us coming in the post?
We're finishing the game strongly. Actually, we're coming forward again. So we're the team attacking in these last few minutes here. If anyone's going to score, it looks like it's going to be us. Aubameyang's got the ball now.
I don't know the record either for goalkeepers when it comes to penalties either. So
I think Martinez has done all right, hasn't he? I think Martinez has. He did well in one shootout, didn't he? Saved a couple. Was that in the Community Shield last time we played?
I'm trying to think now.
Petr Cech, that might be Petr Cech. Oh, a bit of a loose header there from.
Last time we had penalties in the Community Shield was Petr Cech was in goal. Martinez, when it comes to penalties, was last time was Liverpool 5-5.
He didn't save any. He didn't save any, did he? They scored a goal, didn't they? Because we had this one.
All the kids, yeah.
Well, Liverpool have now got an attack.
You watch now after all this.
Left-hand side. Again, we've defended it well. They've had to go backwards again. So
3 minutes. 3 additional minutes.
3 minutes, right. Oh, yeah, +3. Yeah. Liverpool attacking again.
Oh, God.
But they're just passing it around, and Mane's put a cross in, far post, headed it over. I think it was offside anyway. Robertson's the sort of player you don't mind on the inner stuff because he don't score many, does he?
No, I can also before you finish. I don't care what.
Headed it over.
I don't care what happens now in terms of if we lose on penalties or whatever. And obviously, I want us to win, but can people start believing in what Arteta's trying to do here? We've played a weakened team against a full-strength Premier League champions here, and took them all the way to penalties.
Yeah, and we deserved a draw. We have deserved a draw. Liverpool make another sub. Wijnaldum has gone off and that Ryan Brewster's come on. Young lad, he's got a few goals in pre-season for them. I don't know if they brought him on maybe for a penalty because he probably
possibly or trying to nick it. One of the two.
Penalties, I would have thought. Whereas Wijnaldum probably wouldn't have took a penalty, would he? So I don't know whether we're thinking of get a player on who can take a penalty, maybe. I don't know who else is left on the bench.
I'm trying to think. We've got Willock as it stands on the pitch. Willock, Uber, El Neni, Xhaka. I'm trying to think now.
I think Maitland-Niles might
David
have.
Luiz, Ainsley as well.
He'll just smash it in, won't he?
Yeah.
He'll
Or smash
just
it over.
straight down the middle.
Either way, he'll smash it.
The problem is, Alisson's Brazilian, isn't he? So he'll know. He'll know where he goes with it. So he might not want to take one. I mean, see, Liverpool got Salah, Mane still on. They'll probably both penalty. Can you imagine they'll probably score or they'll have a good chance?
Salah, Mane, Keita for them. Trying to think now.
So that Bruce has just come on. He might have come on.
Robertson.
He's a goal scorer, isn't he?
Fabinho.
Yeah, Fabinho. Yeah, he can strike a ball, can't he?
Again, he'll just do what we did about the week. He'll just smash it. It's going to penalties. Arsenal's to sweet it out full-time penalties. So there you go. Here we go, boys.
It just froze, but it's come back on. Well, I'm on 92.55, so
I'm on 92.32.
Yeah, whistle's just gone now. Final whistle's just gone. So yeah, it's finished.
The drama continues.
Which
so people get sharing on your Facebook, on your YouTube, or don't get to share about. The drama's coming, no matter what happens. A drama for penalty shootout. As we look at least it's not that bloody ABA bloody penalty system that they brought in for a season. It's not. It's like the normal. We'll take one. You take one. It's not this. We'll have one and you take two.
Now that was before it when we played Chelsea in the Community Shield. That new kind of system of penalties, and it didn't work, did it? So they scrapped it afterwards.
Yeah, it didn't work. It's just so bizarre.
Yeah,
because I was there that day. My brother, we were in the upper tier and we were watching it. It was just like, obviously we knew the system was going to be trialled in the game and all that, but it just felt so bizarre because you're potentially giving a team an advantage over the opposition before the ball's being kicked in the shootout.
As soon as you miss one, that's it, isn't it? You pretty much lost. But see, the coach now is having a word with Martinez.
Yeah.
He's done well actually. The goalkeeping coach, he knows what he's doing. He's improved the goalkeepers, hasn't he, since he's come in? So he's obviously going through all their potential penalty takers and where they might go. I think. Yeah,
but Reece was up talking with Arteta about putting his name down by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, Reece Nelson took a penalty the other day in a friendly, didn't he, against MK? Scored.
Good penalty as well.
It was a good pen, yeah. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if he takes one, if I'm honest.
Look, at the end of the day, no matter what happens now, it is win or lose. It's a glorified friendly. Get a shield out. At the
end of the day, what we've done is what we said at the start of the game. We've competed against one of the big sides. Yes, it's pre-season, but it makes no difference. They had their strongest team out pretty much.
Yeah, and also in amongst all that, they've scored an equaliser, and their players' heads didn't drop, and we didn't then go on to lose the game.
And we were the stronger team in the last 10 minutes as well. So, I'm not disappointed with any of how we've played at all. In fact, I'm buzzing for how well we've done.
Yeah. And Arsenal misfit. When you see Aubameyang's goal, and then see the performance as a whole, you watch it back later.
Yeah.
You'll see what we're being. You'll get what, no matter what happens in the penalty shooter now, you'll see why we're being so positive about things.
I mean, I think Arsenal would deserve to be ahead at half time. I think Liverpool probably deserved to be level when they did, but the last 5-10 minutes, we were the team pressing for the winner, actually. Yeah. We were unfortunate. I think Willock had that great chance. We could have won it. So, but I think a draw is a fair result over the 90 minutes. And whoever wins the penalties wins. You never can tell, can you, what's going to happen with penalty shootouts. So what they are, aren't they? Yeah. Our record in penalty shootouts actually isn't too bad, is it? I know we lost to Liverpool in the League Cup, but other than that, we've done quite well in penalty shootouts recently. Yeah. So
also, as I said, I don't know what Becker's like for.
No, I don't. I mean, Martinez has been playing well, so I've got a feeling he might save one, at least one. So let's just hope that we can put all ours away.
Yeah.
And then we can win. But
I think either Uber will take one first, or he'll try and be last up in the hope, but obviously he gets the final say.
Let's see what happens. It's going to be tense. It is going to be tense.
Yeah. Especially 9 times out of 10, the first team to miss always goes on to lose. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes a rarity.
Well, Liverpool going first. Salah's up first.
Salah, he'll score then.
Salah with his new haircut and his trimmed beard looking quite sharp, actually. He's looking sharp, but he didn't play particularly well, did he? I didn't think. He didn't have much influence on the game, particularly.
He'll score, but guarantee he will score.
Yeah, he probably will score, but he didn't have much influence on the game, did he? So I don't know how high his confidence is after he didn't play that well. So maybe Martinez can get a save in early.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a bit nervous, Salah, actually. He doesn't look that cool and calm. So let's see. Oh, he scored.
Yeah. You're a couple of seconds behind. You're a couple of seconds ahead.
It was a decent penalty, actually. It was a decent penalty. Martinez just went the wrong way. He just smashed it in the other corner. Reece Nelson's coming up first for us, actually.
Oh, God.
But he did score on the other night.
Yeah,
so
I'm just saying some nerves of what this is and all that. Yeah.
When he took that one, so let's hope he can stick this one away. They must be saving Uber for later, maybe maybe the fifth one to win it.
I thought they would do that, yeah. I won't spoil it.
That's the only thing. If we've missed 2 before, we might not get to 5. But Reece Nelson's up next with his funky hair. Scored. Brilliant penalty. Bottom corner. Excellent penalty, actually. There's no saving that, even if you dive the right way. Right in the bottom corner of that, right in the side netting. That's a brilliant penalty, that. Excellent penalty. Oh, Fabinho's next for Liverpool.
I'll say you smash it down the middle, I'll say.
No, he might do. I've got a feeling Martinez might save this one. I've just got a feeling he might. He looks confident, Fabinho, actually, but let's see. Oh, he tucked it away well. Martinez went the wrong way again. Took it well again. Another good penalty. That's 3 good pens in a row, actually. Let's see who's up next. Yeah, right in the side netting again. Brilliant penalty that was as well. Who's up next for us? Maitland-Niles.
Ainsley. Oh, okay. Okay.
He had a good game, and he got voted
really
good game. So he needs to score, really. He had a great game. He deserves to score this. He certainly don't deserve to be one in misses, does he? So let's hope he puts it away. I don't know what he's like with penalties, but anyway, let's see. We're about to find out. Oh, very cool, as you'd expect. Very cool he was there. He didn't even take much of a run up. He strolled up to it and just stroked it in. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Very cool that was. Wow.
Cool.
That was a decent penalty. I mean, it was quite straight, but...
Who's up for Liverpool now?
Brewster, the young guy who's just come on.
The young kid, come on, yeah.
Finisher,
what a pen.
Yeah, he's probably going to score this, I would have thought, but we'll see. Oh, he saved it! Martinez saved it!
Get in there.
What Come on. He pushed it over the bar. It wasn't a great penalty. It was quite straight and hard and close to the keeper, but he's got his arm up, pushed it over the bar. Oh, that's a decent save. Actually, no, it's a bit further away from than I thought. It's actually a really good save. And actually, no, he's hit the bar. He's just hit the bar and gone over.
They just hit the bar, didn't hit this.
Just hit the bar and gone over. Hit the top of the crossbar. I thought the keeper had saved it. He went the right way, but no, he hit the crossbar and went over. Cedric's worried. This will put us in front. This will give us a massive advantage if he scores this.
Please, Cedric.
Come on, Cedric. Go on, son. Keeper's doing some antics on the line. Oh, he's tucked it away nicely. Come on. We've had 3 really good penalties.
This is why you can't drop him. He ain't doing nothing wrong. Martinez has done nothing wrong.
He didn't save it at the bar.
But in general, even in the game, the goal that was conceded wasn't even his fault.
I think this is Minamino next for Liverpool.
Of course it will be. Minamino.
If he doesn't score this...
then it's down to Wolf.
Come on. Go on, Martinez. Come on, son.
I think Aubameyang might have to change his from 5th to 4th. Then.
Smashed it down the middle. Menamino smashed it down the middle.
Oh, okay,
So
but
we've only had 3. They've had 4.
yeah,
It's getting tense now.
in our hands now. Who's
He
answer?
got a foot to it, but he dived to it. David Luiz is next.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Man, David Luiz, I've been praising him all season. I took a lot of stick for it. Please don't let me down.
Please.
He's good at the dead ball, isn't he? But Alisson will know it. They've trained
the connection, yeah.
This was my worry before. But anyway, we'll see. He's coming now. Oh, what a good penalty.
Come on.
4-3.
We're going to do it. We're going to beat the best team in the country.
If he saves it, he wanted to take one. Actually, that was a cool penalty, that. Right in the top. Oh, he kicked the right way. He knew where he was going.
So Arteta's moments away now from beating Liverpool back to back.
Jones is last for Liverpool.
Jones, all the kids.
So he might miss as well. The other kid missed, didn't he? Brewster. So
did Mane take a penalty?
He's got to score for Liverpool or we win.
Yeah, did Mane take a pen? I can't remember.
No, he hasn't.
So he's bottled it, Mane, then.
Well, I don't know if he's bottled it. If he saves this, we win. Go on.
Come on, please.
Go on, Martinez. Oh, he tucked it away. He dived the wrong way. It's a good penalty, actually.
All in Aubameyang's hands now.
8 good penalties so far, and 1 poor penalty that missed.
1 poor pen, yeah.
He's put that right in that bottom corner. That's a good penalty, that's right in the side net in that one. So Aubameyang to win it. Aubameyang to win it.
The pressure on Aubameyang now. It's a 50-50 where it should go, but let's be honest.
He's done well at penalties lately, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been cool and calm. He has. So let's hope he can finish the job. We've had 4 great penalties. Let's hope we can get a 5th great penalty. Come on, son, to win it. Please. Yes! Get in!
Fucking yes!
Oh, I love winning trophies.
3 seasons on trophy's a trophy. It builds confidence, and especially against the best team in the country.
Yeah, and they were at full strength.
Exactly.
5 penalties there in a row. Absolutely brilliant, all of them.
Oh, what a pen.
Wow. They're celebrating like they won the league.
Yeah.
Fair play, though. Apart from David Luiz. David Luiz is great, isn't he? He was going over and commiserating with Liverpool players.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's. I think that's. We probably just about deserved it overall, maybe. To win the penalties. I don't think we deserve to lose.
No, well, when you consider as well, as I've touched on before, they went full strength, man for man, their Premier League 11.
To be fair, we probably did with what we had available.
I know, but I'm saying we didn't have our full, as in we didn't have like the likes of Lacazette, Pepe to hand. They had their full assault.
Yeah, they had a full team.
Hands up. So again, questions got to be raised of Klopp and his team there for not doing what they were supposed to do and batter us. But hats off again to Arteta. That's another masterclass. Twice in a matter of a few months, he's gone up against Klopp, Liverpool, and got the result. You can't ask for much more than that.
No. And I say, all I wanted to see before the game was, again, us competing with a top team, and we've competed with them, and obviously we've beat them in the end. I mean, it was a draw, but we've won, and it just shows the improvements that we've made and the belief that the players have got. They believed they could win that game all the way through, and we did. It was a good penalty to win it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. Considering the pressure would have been put on him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to see us lift it now because my stream's finished, but I'll see if I can find another one because I want to see us lift the trophy.
Yeah, I think you're about 5-10 minutes, I'd say, before they do all that, because it'll sap and all that.
Yeah. So I need to do me full-time report, but I'll wait until we lift it because I don't know if I'm going to find another stream now. And it's still running, so we'll see what happens.
So there it is. Arsenal have won the 20 after what 4 weeks after we played Chelsea in the cup final. You've won the 2020 Community Shield. Again, it's not. We're not overhyping it. It's a pre-season. It's a shield. It's confidence building though. Because as I keep touching on, not just in this stream and in other streams I've done, we had to play Liverpool in our third game of the season. To start the season, we've got to play Liverpool basically. So again, we needed a result in some sort of performance today to have some sort of confidence going forward.
And I do think that's what this was about today. Yeah, it was never going to be a significant result really in a lot of ways because of how early in the pre-season it is. But what it is, it's going to give us a confidence to and a belief, isn't it, that we can beat these teams. And I'll certainly compete with them, and we did, and we have. So
yeah, all we've got to do now, we've got a couple of weeks before the season starts to get our main signings in, get Bergkamp in as well on the coaching setup, and we're off and running.
Well, yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine Bergkamp's come. They managed to pull that off with Bergkamp. That's another good booster to the fan base. Like another one of our legends coming back.
There's an interview here. I don't know if I can get it though. I don't know if I can get the sound.
Let's take this trophy. This time, hopefully, I don't drop it. Happy birthday, Ainsley. As we had said, a man of the match performance.
Oh, his birthday today.
Ainsley's birthday, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't drop it.
Happy birthday, Ainsley. As Pierre said, a man of the match performance on your birthday. How did you feel out there?
It's a special moment. The first time I've ever played on my birthday and playing at Wembley.
Oh, relief.
And
See, the kit ain't cursed, by the way.
No, it's lucky. We need to keep it now. I like it.
5 goals for you this summer at Wembley. You buried your penalty as well. Talk to us about the goal in the first half and the tribute that you paid as well.
Yeah, I think we played well. We did a fantastic action, starting from the back. Then Bukayo gave me the ball, and then I chose to go for my right foot and shoot, and that's it. Very happy.
Brilliant. And are we going to have some good news about your contract situation for the fans soon? That's what they're all waiting for.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna see these days. Today we take the trophy. That's it.
And there's lots of speculation, Ainsley, about your future as well. Where do you see your future?
I'm an Arsenal player, so I'm told otherwise. My heart's in the club. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to give 100% of the time. So that's that.
Is this an exciting time to be at Arsenal? Pierre, do you feel that the team is really developing under Mikel very quickly?
For sure. We are improving, and still work to do. But really happy and really exciting time to be an Arsenal player.
Congratulations, enjoy the celebration.
Bamian just said it's a really exciting time to be an Arsenal player, but he still hasn't signed his contract.
That's what the conversation is about those two players.
That's what I'm saying. The cop teasing is absolutely unbelievable from everyone involved.
Yeah.
Because everything he's been doing the last few weeks with his brother and his family, you don't do things like that if you want to be out of the club. You don't want to stay at the club. So just sign the fucking paperwork.
Yeah, there's obviously more to it, isn't there? But I think he will. He's going to go and lift his second trophy in 4 weeks.
Yeah, don't drop it this time.
Is it? Lift his second trophy in 4 weeks.
Don't drop it this time, no.
No. Well, I don't think this one can fall apart, can it? It's in one piece. It's not like
it's attached to the back.
This is just the shield. That's it. So I think you'll be all right with this one.
Oh dear.
He's a fantastic squad player to have. Obviously, the other one, Damian, I don't know how much we can read into.
I think Liverpool's dominance of English football is just over. The new kings are in town.
We're back, baby.
2 trophies in 4 weeks. That's not bad. Arteta just picks up his medal. He just walked past it. He's not bothered. David Luiz now come and get his.
Yeah, Tierney and all collabing that. Hector. No.
Rob Holding had a good game actually.
Yeah.
He was solid today. Looked good.
Yeah, I was gonna say literally, considering all the negativity around his starting 11 selection, a really good game. Really good game. Looked solid. Didn't look nervous at all.
At the moment, though, there are those issues to sort out.
Yeah, no, he had a good game. I thought everyone played all right today, actually.
Yeah.
Liverpool,
The subs come on and made a difference as well, didn't they? At the end, they gave us a little bit of impetus, and so we had the chance to win it right at the end as well. So Smith Rowe's just gone through to get his medal. He didn't even come on.
And they've run out of medals again.
Alisson didn't even say one penalty, did he? All that money they paid for him.
Didn't even get close to him.
Get his medal.
Yeah,
Aubameyang's not got a medal. Where's Aubameyang's medal? There's no medals there.
They've run out of medals again.
He hasn't got one.
Remember the FA Cup final? They ran out of medals last time.
Just get the trophy, mate. Don't worry about your medal. Don't drop it either.
Yeah. Yay. There we go. My team. My team.
Come on.
North London is fucking red and get used to it.
And it's a little bit white as well, with a few little red speckles on it.
Little bit of burgundy involved for the middle. Yeah. Bit of marble effect.
Great kit that. It's a trophy winning kit that is.
Spurs fans, don't get it confused. You haven't won a trophy. It's Arsenal.
We talked about the photograph, didn't we? Now there's going to be 2 trophies instead of 1, and they want this again and again. It really is that feeling you get when you win. It bonds everyone together.
I must admit, I wasn't confident before the game with the teams that we could win it, but you know we have. It's brilliant.
Oh, fantastic! Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, what a good performance they put in as well. I thought they played
well. Oh, fantastic.
Worked hard.
To a man. To a man. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I say even a couple of players that maybe took a bit. I mean, El Nenny's not been around. He had a good game. Rob Holding took a bit of stick. He had a good game.
Tobias has just tweeted out at Arsenal. Yes, get in there. Congratulations to Arsenal. But Danny's made it clear he wants to come back to. According to Arteta, he's made it clear to Arteta he wants to come back. So get that done as well.
And then he's got the shield now, looking happy with life.
Oh, Saka and Tierney on my screen as well. I think I'm ahead of you now. Or Tierney and Rob.
Saka's got it now, yeah.
What will their ambition be, do you think, regarding the Premier League? Top 4?
So we've now won it 16 times, the Charity Shield, Community Shield, 16 times, which is second behind Man United.
Yeah, and talking of United, Harvey's popped back into the chat. Congratulations with the win, Wakanda forever. Obviously, rest in peace to the Black Panther.
When you look at what's happening with Chelsea, the monies that's being spent there, Man City will come back again. Messi could even turn up.
And again, earlier on with Aubameyang's in-game goal, nice tribute to what's his name, Chadwick. Chad.
Yeah.
As a student next to him, but it's one thing to actually understand.
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm over the moon actually. I know it's only a friendly. It's only a Community Shield, but I don't care.
Oh, of course not. They all count. Confidence. It's confidence going to a season where we need it to start because of the fixtures we've got after the first 2. You need that confidence against the big teams.
Yeah.
I mean, and by God, have we got the big teams coming? After
we have, but we can. We know we can do it. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's just proved it. It just proves the back into the few weeks that we were back for the return of the Premier League wasn't a flash in the pan. It wasn't like a one-off things against Liverpool and City and Chelsea and things like that. That Arteta has actually got something in place, and the players are buying into it.
Yeah.
Oh dear! With that, I think we're going back because obviously you'll go off to your channel and do your thing.
I'm going to do my little live match report. I'm going live on my channel now.
So before we go, where can people find you on your channel and obviously your social media and all that?
Yeah, I mean it's over and over and over again to my new channel. trying to feature a lot of sort of history of the club as well, and former players, as well as obviously the current stuff as well. Trying to do a few live bits and pieces here and there as well. I've got a good live show coming up actually Thursday night at 7:00. I've got a really special guest on. I'm not announcing who it is yet, but it's someone that's quite famous and everyone will know, and it's Arsenal related as well.
Okay.
It's going to be a good show. I'll put details probably like maybe Monday or Tuesday of it all. But that's 7:00 on Thursday, so that'll be good. So if you're around for that, everyone have a tune in.
I'll definitely tune in, and I'll do my best.
That's going to be a good show. And I'm going to try and get a few more live shows as well, actually, as we move into the season as well, just because I think they're quite a good way to engage with people as well, really, on the channel, which is good. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So, but yeah, I say if you head over to Over and Over and Over again in the next 5 minutes, I'll be live doing a quick report on the game and summing it all up, really, and enjoying the fact that we've won another trophy.
Yeah. Cheers for that, and I appreciate you coming back on. And obviously, you're back on tomorrow for the quiz to try and take Daddy's title off him. Kenny's going
to be Kenny's going to be one to beat, isn't he? But I'll try my best again. I always like competing against them guys.
And also, Mike's working on a couple of things as well, so he might have a few other guests as well. But yeah, Danny's the target, and Ken's back as well. So
yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough night. I know it will be, but I'll enjoy it as always.
And you watch, because I wonder if the routine will continue of the going down to the wire with Danny involved.
Yeah, every time me and Danny we've been level going into the last question, I think. So I just missed out last week. I took a guess and I was wrong. So, but anyway, it's
all a laugh as well. It's all a laugh, and it's
always good. It's always good fun. I always enjoy it. So it'd be good.
Exactly. And so obviously on this chat we've got that back here. We've got that tomorrow around 7:00 UK time. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do now. Hit the notification bell. Also, while you're here, smash the like button, share this about as well in the meantime. And again, a lot of things coming for the upcoming season for involving Arsenal. And if you haven't already, go and follow me on Facebook with the Mr. Arsenal podcast Facebook page. Go follow the Football Fan Zone page as well. And you can also find me on Twitter at Mr. Arsenal 89. But until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, enjoy it in the Sunday afternoon tomorrow. And guess what? 2020 champions, here we come. Or 2021, actually, 2021.
It's all out.